Where'd you find this guy, Mitch?
I was in the yellow pages. Believe it or not, this is perfectly legal to do this, to get a private eye. You can go in there, you can pay them, and you get them to do things for you. You know, something slightly outside the law, maybe?
Maybe something that I don't want to do myself. We have an interesting portfolio, and we need to discuss how much we're going to disclose once you go through that door. The dungeon?
I don't know.
can already hear you, boys.
Man, he is good. He's a great private eye.
Wow.
He picked up on us from out there in the hallway.
He must have this hallway bugged like Joe's
I've been
apartment.
staking you guys out for weeks.
Yeah, then you know we're men with particular needs. We get up to a lot of weird shit.
Say less, but tell me more. What do you need my services for?
In our neighborhood, where we have our dungeon, there's been a real nosy neighbor who's been just skulking around a little too much. I'll see her 2-3 times a day, walking her dog, back and forth, picking up dog poo, walking another dog.
Always picking up
Sounds
poo.
mighty suspicious. Hey, Laurie, freshen up my coffee.
Oh man, this guy.
And get a couple for you. You boys want some coffee?
I would love coffee.
Only if it's gourmet.
I like to feel stimulated.
There's some gourmet shit.
Okay.
I mean, that's a sign of a professional, I think, when somebody has somebody who can bring them coffee.
So you're picking up a woman on your Ring camera, and she's walking her dog back and forth? That's what you're telling me?
I mean, Ring camera, sometimes I'll just stand in the windows looking out,
Yeah.
not moving, just observing the comings and goings of the neighborhood.
You're standing there.
I'm standing there.
Okay.
It's a picture window.
You let yourself be seen.
It's perfectly
go
legal.
that
Are you
far.
an idiot?
Well, we do have a bush out back. We could hide in that. I have binoculars. We could take a peep.
What kind of a bush?
It's a gooseberry bush.
Delicious.
Yeah, we make
Just
pie.
like my ma's used to make take me down on the farm and make me them gooseberry pies. She taught me about drinking Pepto-Bismol and whiskey.
Man, this guy really loves his mama.
He's from the
I
south.
love my mama. Yeah, well, the only thing I love more than my mama is my daddy. 'Cause in here in the South, we love our daddies.
Sir,
And my daddy was a private eye.
we need to know that you have good credentials. Where'd you go? Where'd you pick up your peeping skill? Where'd you pick up your
Yeah.
trade, sir?
From my daddy and my mommy. My mommy peeped on my daddy, and my daddy peeped on my mommy.
And listen, we
They
know
both had their, let's just say, infidelities, indiscretions,
That's-
and they'd keep an eye on one another.
they stuck it out. That's how you know that's true love.
They made it all the way
And they
until
made-
they murdered each other. in
They made you peep
1972.
them.
wow.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of like Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, till death do us part.
Is that what they said to each other?
Yeah, as they slashed each other's throats.
Okay, well, all right.
This guy's a pro.
You can see, this is my pedigree here, fellas.
Yeah, it seems like you're born to just for heinous shit, but also you love to watch.
I love
You love to watch. You love to spy. It titillates you.
Yeah, those cuck chairs you see in hotel rooms, those were from me. Those were my idea.
Oh, independently wealthy.
Someone has to watch.
I think you're just the man to help us with our problem. This lady. And I know it's not against the law to walk your dog around, but it's also, well, I guess that's what we're asking you. Is it
Well, it
against...
ought to be.
It ought to be, I know.
It ought to be.
There ought to be reforms to the law, but it's also not illegal to put like a bear trap somewhere. You know, like I'm not trying to hurt a lady. I just put a bear trap.
Yeah, I consider myself liberal, but something needs to be done about these dog walkers
So
Yeah.
and their dogs.
if we bear trap her on public property, then we can get in trouble. But if we do it on our property,
You got to get her into your property, then everything's nice
how can you
and legal.
how can you help us draw her onto our property? We need to lure her.
Yeah.
I need you to find out what her favorite thing is in the world.
The woman or the dog?
Both.
As if there's one thing dogs and women love. What do you think? Dogs. Dogs.
that's
More
true.
dogs.
Dogs sniff dogs. Women love
sniff
dogs.
dogs.
It's a white woman. A white.
She's white.
Is she white?
She's white.
So we need
She loves dogs.
That's I've
guaranteed.
noticed that. That's like a sociological thing. We need a fluffy dog.
It's stupider the better.
I don't want to get a dog, though. Do you think we could just put some ears
It's
and
okay.
cotton
You
balls
could-
on one of the dungeon folk?
Yes. In fact, I think we've got a couple that already fit the
Stupider,
description.
stupider the better.
So we're definitely going to need your help with that. Have you ever? When's the last time you shaved somebody down?
Just this morning.
Okay.
My wife.
Come on, Vonn. This guy's a detective. You're going to ask him an insulting question like that? He's an expert on that.
I'm also a wife guy, and I shave my wife's entire body every morning.
Head to toe. That's how they do it in the South.
Okay, I appreciate a man
That's right.
who's fine to be
He's a man of culture. I ain't no redneck.
being unshorn. You can feel everything, all the winds, all of nature's little.
It's exhilarating.
Now she can swim, cut right through that water dynamic,
Nice and clean.
like a seal.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like
A kiss from a rose.
So I guess we're going to need you to shave down one of our prisoners, strap on some ears, and you lure this lady into her yard.
A bear trap. Oh, got it. Hey, I don't need to know who she is I don't need any more information.
No,
I'm just going to need $500 up front.
$500.
$500,000.
Oh my sweet
And that's in advance.
Jesus.
That's almost all of our podcasting money.
Yeah, we're gonna have to sell our Fabergé egg if we want to raise the money for that. How bad do we want to get?
Oh, you collect those too?
Oh man, this guy has so many. He's not going to want to pay anything. Well, we might need to get rid of we need to get rid of a podcaster to free up some cash flow here.
Like sell one?
Yeah, use him for the dog.
Hey, are you those high-low boys?
Yeah, guilty as charged.
I thought you had a third.
We might need you to dress him up like a dog and put him in the yard to lure this lady.
He's on permanent vacation.
All right, give me a picture. This'll be a cinch.
Welcome everybody to High and Low, a podcast about talking picture shows.
We do films that are corny, some that are horny, some that win Academy Award.
Doing all kind of movies from all kinds of genres, serving hot cakes like plates of lasagna. Before we get going, a warning to you, you might hear some talk that's a little blue.
We sometimes cuss and we sometimes curse. We like to do it off the cuff and don't rehearse.
Now, if this sounds like your kind of show,
Tune in, drop out.
this is High and Low.
Counselor.
Counselor. Counselor. Is that you, counselor?
You
What?
hillbilly piece of shit.
Easy, you don't need to use a hard tongue on me. Oh, welcome back to another episode of the High and Low Movies Show. This is the podcast where we take two thematically connected movies and we see which one is better. Today we're talking some convict vengeance movies. We're starting off with 1991's Cape Fear, and we're going to have that one throw down against 1991's Ricochet. I'm Vonn Gonziola. With me, as always.
I'm Mitchell McKeisen.
I'm Luke.
Bom, bom, bom,
Hell
bom.
fucking yeah.
That's ominous.
What a couple of good movies we're talking about tonight.
Counselor.
Counselor.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
I ain't no white trash piece of shit.
We're all lawyers here, counselor. We're gonna.
Yeah,
We are not fucking colleagues.
we're talking shop. Gans.
Counselor, you're supposed. Don't forget my squash appointment with you tomorrow at 12:30.
My wife doesn't know about us.
Max Cady, one of the great villains. Top 5 all-timers, we were saying.
He's just chewing all the scenery left and right. He's just.
Yeah, this
Martin
is...
Scorsese's Cape Fear. So this is a remake of a 1962 film.
Called Cape Fear.
Yeah, based on a 57 novel called The Executioners by John D. MacDonald.
Recently, coming out soon, a new show with a Javier Bardem
Javier Bardem.
playing a Max Cady.
How much have you ever lost in a racquetball game?
We're saying it's not fair, but he already has an iconic villain role. Like, he shouldn't get to another kick at the cat, you know? He should be like he should be the Sam Bowden role.
Yeah, no, he was great in Skyfall.
So you guys seen this movie before?
Yeah, I had a blast rewatching it.
Obviously, it is considered lesser Scorsese, and it's him taking a little detour into a genre film, doing a Hitchcock tribute.
I got into an internet debate a while back. People are like, they wanted to know who had the broadest style, or kind of like which director can wear the most hats. And I threw Scorsese out there, and that was a pretty rare pick for that. Nobody else had really done that, but like he's done movies all over the map and
owned
every
those
different
guys on
I got him
Bunch
so
of
hard.
punk kids.
I got 3 updoots.
What were they saying?
Updooted.
I'm curious what the youth of today were suggesting for their examples.
Spielberg was the big, most popular answer.
Okay.
That and George Miller. George Miller's a good choice, but
Yeah, true.
Scorsese's he's done movies in every single genre. He's done romance, comedy, this is suspense, thriller, crime, obviously,
Period
documentaries,
dramas.
period dramas, like
Yeah, it's true.
just like straight up comedy. Like
Musical.
a bad Scorsese movie, which this isn't, is better than like almost any other movie
Yeah.
you're gonna watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, even like you could call this one of his worst movies. I still have it rated 4.5 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a campy movie, but it's actually a terrifying. Like the Max Cady performance is very scary, but there is a certain camp element to the way it's shot and music cues and stuff. It's an old school kind of thing with like the weird, like crazy Dutch angles and the very dramatic music cues. So there is almost like a campy element there.
Yeah, it's a genre throwback. He made this one for Universal, which he didn't work with, I don't think, before or since. They gave him a big-ass budget to do this film. This was supposed to be Spielberg making it, and Spielberg handed it off to Scorsese, and Spielberg's like, I'm going to go make Schindler's List, and I'll take Schindler's List from you, and you make Cape Fear, and
I'll go get some Oscars, and you wait another 20 years. Or
both of those guys made better versions of those movies than the other ones would have.
But this is like, I think, the first R-rated Amblin Films production.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it would have been a different film if Spielberg had directed it. I think he had Bill Murray in mind as Max Cady.
Which I could kind of...
I'm going to touch her tushy. I'm going to touch your tushy, counselor.
Hey, can I touch
Friend
your
of the
tushy?
Pod, Bill Murray.
Counselor.
Tootsie.
Is that you, counselor?
I'm not no white trash piece of shit.
Give me some tush. Yeah, I could see Bill Murray doing something weird with a Max Cady, but not like an iconic all-time villain performance like De Niro, maybe, but... sometimes comedians, when you put them in those darker roles, they can kind of do something interesting.
Murray doesn't go big.
No.
Does he?
No. You think De Niro's going big in this movie?
Maybe a little bit.
It's
Like his biggest.
Hanging upside down with gravity boots.
I don't think he's ever chewed as much scenery. I mean, he really sunk his teeth into this role. He even fucked up his teeth, like filed them into points for this film.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty method.
I think he like paid for the dental work himself or something like that. Or
Man, I was saying before we recorded that, like, at least De Niro's not like a Jared Leto who's sending used condoms to people to be method. But hearing that, now I'm like, okay, yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Well,
he is a pretty method guy.
He didn't abuse anybody, though.
No, at least he's just abusing himself.
Yeah,
Poor
no,
bastard. He needs a therapist.
A thing we were talking about before this is like, it seems like nobody ever has anything bad to say about De Niro.
No.
For all of his crazy choices, like, he just seems to be a quiet guy who shows up on set and is a great scene partner.
I'm just a quiet guy. I go to the trailer after.
I don't like fucking Trump.
I like the act.
Get that orange man out of the White House.
Probably the closest role I've done to my personality was in New Year's Eve. I'm a guy I like to sleep.
Yeah.
I like to lie down.
I like to be in bed.
Getting older. Gonna die. Yeah, he's also one of those guys who's like a 90-year-old with like a 1-year-old kid. Like he's actually on that list with Al Pacino.
I like to bounce my boy on my knee.
Like across the world, there's age disparity between father and son. He's one of the world record holders. You know, he's in that top 50
World record holders?
Yeah, like oldest guy with youngest kid. Him, Al Pacino. Like there's actually a Wikipedia list of these guys where it's like, oh, the largest age discrepancy between a kid and their parent.
I hope he loves those kids and women that he makes them with.
He seems
I hope
to.
everybody grows up happy.
And he's rich, so they'll all be taken care of. They'll all be fine.
I'm going to be 123 years old when I walk my son down the graduation aisle.
I need his blood so I can stay alive a little bit longer.
No, Robert De Niro doesn't have blood boys. He's not using his children to be blood boys.
They offered it willingly. I didn't steal it.
He has super genetics all on his own, it seems like. Because he's well into his 50s, I think, already when he played Max Cady.
I think
he got fucking jacked.
I think he was like 45. Or was he 50? I thought he was in his 40s.
Pretty impressive.
Otherwise, Max Cady's going to come and get to us.
Yeah.
Counselor, I swam through the river.
High and low, boys. High and low. Come out to play. He just turned into the Warriors bad guy.
Is that you, Luke?
Yeah, he's
Hiding behind the
48
dumpster
here.
That's pretty. So
Yeah,
I got
that's up
time.
there.
I still got
Yeah.
time to get into Robert De Niro Cape Fear shape.
I'm younger than him.
Good to know.
I could beat him up.
Fucking how old's Nick Nolte here? Where am I?
That's fucking... I'm still sassy. I'm not an age over 45.
He's like 51. Here.
I could still pull
50.
the clerk. I could pull the law clerk.
It's very aw shucks.
This was right around when he was the sexiest man alive.
He's off brand in this movie, which I really really like. He's not he's rarely being his explosive screaming self. He's talking in mostly
as it goes on and Max Cady gets in his head, he turns more into Nick Nolte.
I love that. He starts to come out of his chrysalis.
Well, I don't have to act anymore.
Before getting too deep into the themes on this movie, I mean, it is a Martin Scorsese movie, so he took the original story and he added all of the typical kind of Scorsese stuff to it.
I wish he added some masculinity to it. Like I wish that there were some Christian overtones and some something to say about masculinity.
Is there a little bit we can have about like guilt and redemption and paying the price for masculinity? And
I wish the protagonist wasn't a masochist.
None of those usual Scorsese themes are here.
Self-flagellating.
But everybody has to be kind of baptized by the end of this movie to be reborn again, which is the entire arc of the film. And that, I'm sure, would not be in there if it were not a Scorsese movie.
That's one of his big themes. I remember an Ebert interview with him back in the day where I can't remember the overall interview, but I remember Scorsese saying he's convinced he's going to hell. Like, he thinks he's going to hell. He is a religious believer, and he thinks he's going to hell for some reason just because he's trespassed on some sin or another.
God, if anybody deserves to find their way into heaven who's in Hollywood, this is the guy.
His middle name is Catholic Guilt, though.
Yeah, so. Incredible. He's hard on himself, isn't he?
He is, but he's like,
But look what he produces, right? Like that.
But he's also not a dick. He's not like
He made Silence. God damn it.
He's not like a David O. Russell or someone like that who has a reputation for being a very difficult director. Who's like,
he's not
combative.
Brett Ratner fucking throwing garbage at production assistants at the set of Melania.
When you see Scorsese behind the scenes stuff, he seems to be very collaborative with the actors. He likes improving and stuff.
He has kind eyebrows.
He's a kind man. He's got a kind
man with eyebrows like that. You know he's a good man.
He's somebody I'd like to hang out with. Him and Robbie Robertson. I'd love to hole up in Martin's house and fucking do cocaine with those two.
I wouldn't even need to do all that. Just hang out at any age and any capacity.
What was it? He broke his cocaine spell by making Raging Bull or something. There was a period where he went into the depths with the cocaine abuse, and then De Niro came to him and he's like, let's make a movie and not do cocaine no more. And then they made Raging Bull and got a huge critical acclaim.
What a fruitful partnership.
This
Lennon and McCartney, the all-time great partnerships. I mean, speaking of, this is one of, I think, almost all of Scorsese's movies where he has editing by Thelma Schoonmaker, the other director on Scorsese's side, and she's in her fucking bag on this movie. Like, they're pulling out all the stops.
Editors, the unsung heroes of the film industry.
Yeah.
They can make or break a movie, for sure.
Nobody's edits movies like Marty does and Thelma. So they're less concerned with continuity and just more concerned about feeling. That's why his movies give you such a fucking special feeling, and why I go back to them again and again.
When I threw this on, there's obviously all sorts of jarring angles and tilt-a-whirls and color choices, and I'm like, man, he's really steering into his Brian De Palma. He was paying homage to his buddy Brian De Palma. I'm like, oh no, it's Alfred. It's of course it's Hitchcock.
De Palma was
who they're both
devotee.
Yeah. Where does this fall in the De Niro Scorsese collaboration? Goodfellas comes after this, Raging Bull before this, and then they kind of stop, right? They don't collaborate for a while after that.
Yeah,
maybe
not till I think The Irishman.
Oh,
many years later, where De Niro's like, hey, I'm such a good actor, I'm 21 in this.
But he's
like getting up like,
there's something uncanny valley.
You've never seen kicks like these. Yeah, well, I'm gonna get you.
I'm a tough guy. But yeah, what
still
a
good movie,
partnership.
The easiest nitpick to make about The Irishman, but
no, they did a Casino after this.
Oh yeah, Casino was just a few years later.
Yeah, 95. Then they kind of split ways for a while.
Then he had a new muse.
Yeah, exactly.
DiCaprio.
Mm-hmm.
This young DiCaprio kid. He's a really sharp actor.
He's pretty good.
Good kid.
He gets my films financed. The thing about DiCaprio is, if I want to make a film, I gotta get DiCaprio.
He wants to be in a Scorsese film. I want to get money for my film.
I could never have made Gangs of New York if I didn't have Leo DiCaprio. He was the biggest star in the world at the time.
Gangs of New York. One of the story I've heard about that. It's like they made a giant set, like a big old New York for that movie, and then that was at the same time they were filming The Phantom Menace, the George Lucas, the Star Wars. Have you guys heard of Star Wars?
No, not familiar.
With the lightsabers.
George Lucas.
Misa, not familiar.
Like George Lucas came out to the set and saw this beautiful, like old New York set. they built this whole like city block, multiple city blocks and everything. And then he's like, oh, we won't need to do this anymore. You know, we have computer graphics anymore. You won't ever have to build a thing like this again.
That's the best George Lucas I've ever heard.
Yeah, we don't need to make sets.
Yeah, he's a little Kermity too. He's like a Jordan Peterson.
We're gonna do it all,
Frank Ozzy.
all on
Yeah.
computer, all on computer, Marty. I love the George Lucas bits in Megadoc, where he's just like, clearly he's such a savvy businessman compared to Francis Ford Coppola, who is like, he has been very successful, but he just takes wild fucking swings. And
He's
a
an artist.
gambler.
Yeah, Coppola follows his muse.
yeah, Lucas is like very calculated. He like thinks everything through, and Coppola's just very impassioned. He just goes after whatever he wants.
I love it.
Well,
think-
I said it wasn't a good business deal, but
I warned him.
Probably shouldn't sell all your wine.
look at me, I'm a billionaire now,
You lost your vineyard.
and you're selling your wine vineyard. I'll buy your vineyard.
Come over here, kiss the ring. Kiss the ring, motherfucker.
Kiss the ring, I'll buy your vineyard.
Yeah, he's got to be.
Do you
one
see
of the
this
richest
house?
Guys in
Jar Jar
Hollywood.
Binks merchandise bought it. Do you have Jar Jar Binks money? Didn't think so. Fuck off.
He hedged his bets though, Coppola, with that movie. Like he filmed all the behind the scenes stuff all the while, right? So they could make like a mega doc, this new mega doc.
So they can make a little bit of money on streaming
Well,
rights on the Criterion channel.
He's like, hey, if it's good, everyone loves it. If it's a disaster, everyone will want to see the mega doc. I'll make $1,000 off of this.
So yeah, he's able to. He can pick up the few dollar bills that have fallen out of the wheelbarrow of money that he just sent off to whoever bought his vineyard.
They're gonna break my knees.
Well, enough about Scorsese's friends.
Yeah.
Lucas and Coppola, colleagues.
We might see you later.
What do they call them? The new Hollywood or something? That whole movement had a name. All these guys who came
Yeah.
out of UCLA at a certain point.
The movie brats.
Yeah, the movie brats.
New
a bunch
Hollywood
of
kind
film
of just
school.
preceded it. Yeah. So Cape Fear, what more do we have to say to introduce this movie?
Bum, bum, bum.
The music by Bernard Herrmann, adapted by Elmer Bernstein. So they took the music from the original movie and that iconic score that if you've ever seen the Simpsons episode Cape Fear, you know, because they used it in that too.
Yeah, so that was my first experience with Cape Fear. Obviously, was the bajillion times I'd seen that Simpsons episode.
Yeah, Sideshow Bob stepping on the ring,
yeah.
singing the HMS Pinafore, all those classic bits.
D Bart D.
No one who speaks German could be an evil man.
I want to see my new chance on hockey mask.
Well, we get the opening credits first off. That's the legendary Saul and Elaine Bass did these things. So we got these the bone-chilling main theme fanfare over the rippling water. There's like reptilian scales. Like you can already tell you're not in the average Scorsese movie. Like you got close-ups of eyes and like these like dramatic flourishes all over the place. Very Hitchcockian.
It's weird. It's kind of foreshadowing where the movie goes with like a Max KDI in the water and
It
stuff.
sets the mood. Like you can see like there's something slippery. There's something like a predator watching
Something's about
you.
to disturb the surface of this,
Yes.
serene world, this life that we're in.
Exactly. That thin
It's
surface
perfect.
tension of water is just a breaking.
It's an illusion.
Yeah.
Max Cady is something a reptilian, a little more than human.
More than human,
I made
counselor.
myself.
The people that I was in jail with were less than human.
So we get Danielle Bowden, played by Juliette Lewis. She does this little opening monologue. My reminiscence. I always thought that for such a lovely river, the name was mystifying. Cape Fear. When the only thing to fear on those enchanted summer nights was that the magic would end and real life would come crashing in. So yeah,
Oh,
this was
shit.
Juliette Lewis's first movie.
And what a debut.
Yeah, a
Holy
hell of a performance in this. I think she was Oscar nominated.
Top to bottom, everybody's just hitting dingers in this movie. Everybody's fucking there and
At the
knocking
right
everything out of the
pitch.
point.
We were watching an interview with her before this Howard Stern interview where he was commenting on just her first movie is with Scorsese and De Niro and Mount Rushmore guys in Hollywood, but she was saying that she was so young, she was 19 when this was filmed, that
Oh, what a relief.
it was water off a duck's back. She didn't really, the impact doing that for her first acting role didn't really bother her too much. She just kind of had fun with it and did her best, and she's really good in this movie.
I think she's the most naturalistic performance in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell she didn't go to acting school or whatever. She's a great scene partner for De Niro. Like, they play off each other well. There's a couple scenes with them where they improvised with each other a few things, which is common on a Scorsese movie.
We get a hard cut to Max Cady's prison cell. This is where we first see him. The camera kind of pans over the wall. We got pictures of like Stalin, Nietzsche, Saint Sebastian. So you can tell kind of already he's, got some grand ideas about himself. Maybe he's thinks of himself as a martyr, or like that suffering like cleanses the soul or whatever. All these themes you can get with this back tattoo with the crucifix and the scales of justice.
Yeah, truth and justice, I think.
Yes.
Bible's truth. Bloody knife is justice.
We never get, like, the full Max Cady origin story. You don't know, which is part of his, like, what makes him scary is you don't know what forged him, but you get these little hints where he's, like, he speaks in tongues sometimes. He's religious.
You didn't hear? Prime's doing the Amazon, or the Max Cady origin story?
Is that what we got to...
story, is it?
Yeah.
We need 2 seasons of this. We got to stretch this awesome 2-hour movie into 2 seasons or something.
We do find out that his dad was like a snake handler and shit.
Oh, yeah. Part of the...
Sorry, Homer. I was born a snake handler and I'll die a snake handler.
It's great how they dole out information about him because, you see him here in this first scene. All you see is he's like a kind of a weird guy with a strange ideology with all these pictures on the wall, and he's working out. And then as it builds, they dole out information. Like, you're like, oh, okay, he's a rapist. Oh, okay, he's this, he's that,
Yeah.
But he's different from other villains already because you can tell that he sees himself in a different light. He doesn't think he's bad.
He's more than human.
Yeah.
He's on a mission from God.
He's a good guy.
He's a man with a philosophy.
Mm-hmm. He's on a mission from God.
We see him. He's fucking jacked. He's like doing, what do you call that when you're...
Dips.
Prison workout
Knuckle
style.
dips. Yeah.
When you're in the joint, you got to work out any way you can. Lift up a heavy book, do a dip on your table, something like that.
He big time lifted up a heavy book when he was in jail.
Got to do it. Oh, yeah, he did mental exercise as well.
I learned to read.
I was illiterate.
First,
counselor.
First, run, then the Waldo books.
Because that's what the guard says to him as they're letting him out. It's your time, Katie. And the guy's like, what about your books? And he's like, already read them.
What about Run, Spot, Run, Katie?
Haven't finished that one, but I'm pretty sure I got the ending.
Katie, you want your copy of The Little Blue Truck?
Don't spoil the ending.
Does he go beep beep?
This is the whole shot when he's getting out of the prison. This was he walks, the camera's like off in the distance, and he's walking towards the camera.
He pretty much shoves it out of his way.
They almost should have cut like half a second earlier because he almost full on bumps into the camera, and it's like, whoa.
It's jarring. I've never seen somebody walk that close to the camera without it actually bumping or
nothing can stop him.
But it's Max Cady.
He is a force of nature.
He's coming right at you, audience. Watch, he's coming for you.
They do a lot of this, I don't know what you call it, like a green screen or rotoscope or something, where they have the sky with these clouds dramatically rolling in that are like these
it's like
huge
the clouds,
bright colors.
They move in like fast forward while the scene is moving in normal motion over. You've just got these turbulent skies with the clouds going crazy.
So much of this movie is about a building storm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess they kind of had that effect in another Juliette Lewis movie we covered, Natural Born Killers. They do a lot of that kind of stuff where it was like a rear projected screen or something that they do. Where
Getting
it makes
creative.
The
kind of like
sky
a visual
and
collage.
look like fucking crazy. Yeah.
Mixed mediums to make the picture.
Yeah, convey a mood.
Lots of friends of the pods on this. Juliette Lewis, Nick Nolte.
I'm happy to be here.
Happy to be here.
Everybody,
glad to be back.
Returning guests.
Yeah, those two. Yeah,
And De Niro.
and De Niro.
Oh, yeah.
Did we talk about
What do we-
Illeana Douglas?
What do we do De Niro in?
New Year's Eve.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
His best known movie,
Yeah,
Vonn.
complete.
I keep putting it out of my
was like-
mind.
It was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, and I referenced that like 20 minutes ago.
I just want to watch the New Year's ball drop.
I'm just so sleepy. You look like my daughter.
Will you be my daughter tonight?
Can I say sorry for being a jerk to you?
Well, I don't know if I should be your daughter. That's my Juliette Lewis impression.
Where's Marty? I gotta pay penance for my sins.
So now we get to go meet the Bowdens.
They have we learned they have a housekeeper, Graciela, who Danielle has a particularly fond relationship with. Lee, played by Jesus Christ,
Jessica Lange.
Jessica Lange.
She's a designer.
She's always smoking. She's smoking in their fucking house. They've got this sunroom. She's at the drafting table.
Professional lady, you know. She's got that professional pantsuit. She's got that short hairstyle that to be taken seriously in the world of design.
My God, she is sexy.
And so good in this movie.
She's really brings so much complexity to this character. You never really know what kind of a read to have on her because her emotions are all over her face, and it seems like she's conflicted and all over the place in every part.
These early scenes, you get the impression that this is like the perfect serene family. It's almost artificially cheery the way that Sam Bowden and her interact, where it's like, oh honey, I'm going to the store today, and the whole daughter thing. It's a very Leave It to Beaver, and which is part of where the movie goes. You know, it's the whole movie is kind of about Max Cady getting into this family's head and just like destroying this family one by one and sort of, you know, targeting the daughter.
Max Cady just comes in and he starts kicking over stones of just like a bunch of fucking baggage and unresolved like scars. That
you think you're better than
wounds.
me? You're not better than me. You're a hypocrite. Here's your relationship with your daughter. Your actual relationship with your
You're
wife.
an adulterer. You're like
on a better podcast with Gorley and Rust. They did a series called Yuppie Nightmares. This was sort of a theme around the time for thrillers where it was like young, successful professionals who like kind of seem to have it all, but then like something comes into their life that just shakes it up and like they have to atone for all of their personal and professional failures.
It's almost a Lynchian aspect, like in Blue Velvet, just turning over that rock and being like, oh, here's the cockroaches in suburbia, you know?
Yeah. The whole yuppie thing is like a little more laser pointed right around this time. Where
yes.
It's like...
That's a time and a place. That's a snapshot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We see Sam talking to a client. That's Nick Nolte. We glean that he's an attorney.
Yeah, he's always breezing in and out of appointments, always on the phone, always on the go.
He's a big shot. I'm a fucking big shot.
I'm gonna put my name on that sign.
Yeah, where you gonna put my name?
You wanna be a big shot, don't ya? You wanna open up your mouth. Billy Joel.
I don't know that song.
Big shot, John. You don't know Big Shot?
You had to get the last word last night.
You want to be a big shot, don't you? He like does it like
to be a big shot, don't ya?
Isn't that how
he does a weird voice for part of it too.
He wrote
big shot, don't ya?
Apparently that song he wrote that after he went out to dinner with Mick and Bianca Jagger, and Bianca Jagger got a little too drunk and she was like running her mouth and acting like a big shot, and he overheard Mick Jagger saying to her like, "Oh, you want to be a big shot, eh? We're getting out of here." Like,
you want Billy Joel to write a song about you?
Oi,
my friend Billy, he'll write a fucking song about any bird.
Just give him a reason, love.
Give him a reason. He's got songs for every bird he's ever met.
That's why the marriage didn't last.
I can't stay married to someone who Billy Joel wrote a song about.
I'm going to write a song about him.
I'm leaving you, babe. I've got my hands behind my back to do Mick Jagger.
He's strutting. Oh, my God.
Doing that chicken walk thing that he does.
That's how he gets around.
Like Captain Jack Sparrow over there. That was a Keith Richards impression.
So it's family movie night. They're at the movie theater. I love that they're watching Problem Child.
Yeah. John Ritter.
Yeah.
Junior.
John Leguizamo?
He's doing like a Here's Johnny thing. I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid, but man, I watched it a million times.
I saw the second one more, but I've seen both of them a bunch.
Yeah, I watched them both a bunch as a kid. I'm sure they're terrible. I don't think I could sit through those.
Oh, even watching this, my good God.
That little fucking ginger kid, man, I'd like to...
I know. It's funny how it changes. Like when you're the kids, like finally representing this, get them, get those fucking grown-ups.
Show those grown-ups. Now I'm like, I'll put that kid in a microwave.
I'll put him in baby jail. Yeah.
Baby jail. Yeah, baby jail. That's much better.
It's a microwave.
Like,
but the microwave's in the dungeon.
We call our microwave baby jail. I got some burritos. Can we take a break? We can heat them up in the baby jail.
Yeah, this is the iconic scene almost from this movie. Like Max Cady lighting the cigar.
We reference it every other episode.
Yeah,
Like,
just laughing.
Max Cady laughing is just a shorthand for just maniacal,
A man
unhinged.
going, yeah. This
Being
is,
cruel with your laughter, just at no one, directed
Yeah.
at no one in particular, but
it's also a great example of how, like, in these early scenes, he's operating, like, within the confines of the law. Like, in 1991, it's probably legal to smoke in a theater, but
It's legal
very,
to laugh in the theater in 1991
you can
too.
laugh in a theater, you can smoke in a theater, you can, but like, you know, there's a certain etiquette. Like, you wouldn't necessarily light a big cigar in a theater and ruin everyone's experience.
I wish I
Where's
could laugh in a theater.
where's New Essex?
It's in North Carolina or North
Is that
Carolina.
North
Is
Carolina?
it Florida? Or no, you're right. I think it is North Carolina. Yeah, it
I
is.
think Cape Fear is in North Carolina.
They both are, but
okay.
they lived in Atlanta before.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So,
that's-
yeah, they're in North Carolina. I imagine it's not strictly legal to smoke a cigar in a fucking G-rated movie,
Oh, they don't.
I wonder.
Of course.
but like nobody cares.
Yeah, he's doing these things where he's kind of operating in a shades of gray area, and
Well,
as
this cigar didn't come from Cuba. Perfectly legal.
Perfectly legal,
Counselor.
but this is his first little I'm ruining this family's experience. They came to see a movie, and I'm sitting here in the front row, and I'm
Fuck!
Yeah.
I'm trying to watch that little ginger kid terrified. I can't hear after the laughter. My popcorn tastes like cigars. Let's get out of here.
they just leave.
He's tapping him on the shoulder.
He's like, excuse me. Excuse me.
And then
Ignores
Max just
him.
ignores him.
Completely, and then yeah, this is like the first little challenge between them, and they just leave.
He's making Max Cady's just kind of like impressing upon them. Yeah, he's like coming in and he's about to burst their bubble, or he's
Yeah, I'm gonna be like white on rice. You know, he's gonna be hounding them.
I
making his
saw
pro-
on the poster he put John Ritter in the dryer. I wanted to see him go in the fucking dryer. Fuck, damn. You ever seen John Ritter stumble around all dizzy? Well, me neither. You gotta be dizzy. Katie. Fuck it. Let's go get some ice cream. Katie's ruining my movies.
Fuck.
Dad, we didn't even want to go see this stupid movie.
It'd be a much shorter movie if he was already unhinged at the beginning and he just bashed his head with a rock in the middle of the theater.
I bring this boulder to the movie theater.
What
Die!
saved everyone a lot of trouble.
My life needs to be totally destroyed before I become full, Nick Nolte.
I think that's the moral of this movie, right? Like, you see someone like that in public, you just gotta
Bash their head in
bash
with a
their
rock.
head in with a rock.
Yeah.
And the law will go around and telling you that you can't do that.
Yeah.
You go listen to the law.
Well, I read a few law books myself.
I'm a bit of a lawyer myself.
Well, I
If you-
represented myself.
See, Sam Bowden was promiscuous. He had that coming. They go to they go to the mall for like ice cream or something, and they're just like kind of talking about that jerk in the theater. And Danielle's like, "Dad, you could have beat him up," you know.
Which you'd think he might be able to. Like, Nick Nolte's like a 6'4".
He's no nerd.
6'2". I don't know. He's broad shoulders. He was a football player. He's an athlete.
He's not a pencil neck.
I did a little bit of boxing. I could beat you up. That's why I can beat up. I can beat up you.
Yeah, I bet you he does like the old timey.
I'm good at the Donald Duck fucking boxing.
I was Golden Gloves. He's got that feel about him, but you know, he's a gentleman.
He's a big guy. He's got like a foot of height pretty much on De Niro.
But De Niro's
Crazy.
in tip-top shape.
Crazy beats big every time.
It
to
sure
quote
does.
Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah,
Hal said.
that's who originally said it.
Yeah, Frankie Muniz.
So yeah, they go to this malt shop. Somebody's already picked up their tab. A gentleman in a red Cadillac sitting outside there. So this is our first
Guys,
bit
let's
that
get out of here. He's paying for our ice cream. Fuck.
He's not being sneaky.
Do I look destitute?
he's he does a lot to.
Damn it.
He strips away his
cocking
power
me.
as a provider, as a father, as like the man of the house throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Buy my family fucking ice cream. How dare you pay for my
Yeah, that you never do that. The man never does that to another man. Buy the family ice cream.
No,
Could you imagine buying just another man an ice cream? Go to the ice cream store and like, let me pay for the guy behind me.
That's something like one of those YouTube
Pay it forward.
pranksters would do.
It'd be a weird
62
thing
double
to pay it forward on another man.
62 double scoops, 62 ice cream sandwiches, 55 milkshakes, 55.
Guy goes into bankruptcy.
72
Has to
Rocky
sell
Roads.
his home. I'll have to sell my Fabergé egg. You're out of control. Gets Tiger Ripple or whatever that nasty flavor is. He's like, fuck.
So you don't see that one around so much anymore.
I know,
That
I
was
can't-
like poison. It was like they were trying to feed it to us when we were kids.
Nobody
Gotta
liked
have
that,
Tiger.
right?
It's black licorice.
Dude, I just got it. I went to town on some Tiger this past summer.
fuck
You're a
outta
Tiger
here.
Tiger.
Oh, I'm a
man.
Tiger fanatic.
No way. You're the one guy.
Yeah.
It's black licorice and orange sherbet.
But
or
you don't
something,
taste the
right?
black licorice. That's the thing. That's the magic of it. Is like
Okay.
I don't like black licorice as a rule, but the mixture of the fake orange taste and the everything else, like it all just works together in a way that I can't explain, but it's so fucking good.
I honestly
Okay,
didn't know they
okay.
still made that.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen it since forever.
Well, me neither. That's why I had so much of it. We were at this camp that had an ice cream shack in it, and just every fucking day I'd get like a $5.
Every day.
Every day.
Milkshake, ice cream sundae.
Dude, I vacation
banana
hard.
split.
Just sitting there in a blow up donut in the pool eating Tiger ice cream all day, every day. Keep your rocky road. I'm a mint chip defender. These are some of the more
I'm a
controversial ice cream flavors.
I'm a very simple man when it comes to ice cream. I do like just the vanilla or a chocolate or something.
I'm a cookie dough guy.
Cookie dough's too much. It's Unga Pachka. The cookie dough they put in there is never very good. I like a vanilla ice cream, and then you add your own toppings.
Oh, sure. You know what I do at home sometimes?
I put fish sauce on it.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Give that some
green
umami.
onions.
South Korean.
Throw some ice cream in a blender with some like mini score, a couple Oreos, something like that.
Ferrero Rocher.
You can't say
that
love
Italian?
without Ferrero.
How many Ferrero Rochers do you have in your pocket?
Your Ferrero Rochers are melted in your pocket.
What's the best chocolate you ever lost in a coin? My uncle dropped off Christmas presents for me and my sister, and it was just a box of Ferrero Rochers, like a big one. I ate all of mine in one day. That very same day, I rip
Yeah.
open her box.
It's
Fucking
time to go.
plowed through those.
Yeah.
Just something about that
Your floor littered with gold.
Yeah.
that hazelnut chocolate combo. Same with Nutella.
That's crap.
I've
to
eaten
me.
Nutella by the spoonful.
I haven't had Nutella in so
It's
long. Some kids that you go to school, some kids get like Nutella sandwiches for their lunch. I was so jealous of them. Chocolate sandwich. What the fuck is this? This is
Yeah,
I did
that's
not
ridiculous.
the
experience
give
that
it to
till
me.
I
It's
was
the
an
best thing in the
adult.
world.
That's Nick Nolte playing racquetball with Lori, played by Illeana Douglas.
Is it racquetball or squash?
Hey, it's racquetball.
Okay.
That's a blue ball.
Oh, is that the difference?
Yeah, squash balls are black.
Oh, okay.
Get with it, Vonn.
Mr. I didn't know you were a yuppie. We got a closet yuppie here.
I don't want to sound too woke.
You got one of those in your office? That's where the squash court is. It's like in their lawyer office.
This was trendy in the 90s.
Oh.
Does anybody play this stuff anymore?
I actually played with your sister when I was going to school. We'd meet up at we'd meet up and play some squash on campus, but not racquetball. But it really was a thing. It was like big signifier, like this guy is a rich yuppie. If you play squash, you're a fucking probably a douchebag.
Yeah.
I think we had it in another movie we watched. Maybe it was 48 Hours. No.
Oh, well, there's Highlight in The Substitute, which was a really funny switch.
That was the other one.
That was a subversion of expectation.
There's a great plot arc in Mad Men where they get the account for High Lie to bring it to America, and they just like can't figure out how to market it or something. And
It sounds too ethnic.
yeah,
Can we call it
we can't do it.
America Ball?
Let's call it Nixon Ball.
We're going to make the racket straight. The consumer doesn't know what to do with a curve.
We're gonna turn it into baseball. You
Curve
run-
is making people think impure thoughts.
It's a banana. You think of a banana republic when it's curved. America overthrowing governments.
It's not good for America. Never took off.
So Sam's playing, with his legal clerk, something like that.
Yeah,
she's not a
she's a
lawyer,
clerk.
but she works at the law office with him.
It's entirely too much fun. They're playing the squash game, laughing and giggling with each other.
He's getting handsy with her.
Who wouldn't? She's beautiful and like
She is.
She seems
She's-
like a fucking fun time, man.
Yeah,
like her
she's
character, she
nice
seems like
hang.
she knows how to have a good time.
She's his like work wife.
Great drinking buddy.
Like it's a emotional infidelity he's doing with her. You get the I don't think they've crossed the line into physical. It doesn't sound like, but
And he's cutting it off. He wants to cut it off before it gets there.
He recognizes something's happening, and this is like what
probably stop doing this for
this
a
is.
while.
This is what I didn't get from Alan Rickman in Love Actually, and that's in that whole thing where he's like kind of having a flirtation with the younger woman. I thought Alan Rickman in Love Actually should have been like, you can see Nick Nolte is actually kind of tempted and flattered by the attention from this woman in this.
And these two are also behaving like normal human beings, unlike Alan Rickman and that psychotic devil woman.
Yeah,
she actually dresses up like the devil. Alan Rickman is just like amorphous throughout that whole movie. Just everything's like, I've been such a terrible. I've been the perfect fool. Joni Mitchell again. Everything's just even more flat and monotone than usual for Alan Rickman.
But it's that it's that relationship. It's that like a workplace emotional infidelity.
Yeah,
we can't keep playing squash together.
Oh, sorry, racket ball. You Americans and your racket sports.
It's a little. He's like, we can't do this anymore. She's like, we haven't done anything yet.
But you're funny and you're cute. We talk about the courts, which judge is senile, which one wears a gun under his robe.
And he immediately folds as she's driving off. He's like, hey, so tomorrow we play squash again? What do you say?
I think Martin Scorsese was dating Illeana Douglas at this time.
Okay.
I heard she has her own memoir out, which I'd like to get my hands on, and it's apparently she spills a lot of tea on lots of people and is a real firecracker character, too.
That's what I want. Give me the dirt.
Yeah, some of those kind of... Maybe not the A-list. I've got the Anthony Hopkins autobiography I'm reading through right now. I don't know if he's going to spill the dirt, but I could see like a lower level actor who didn't reach the, like maybe not a multi-Oscar winner or whatever, might actually spill the tea on a few things.
I've got Abel Ferrara's book from the library. I haven't quite had a chance to crack it open.
He would say some shit, I think.
That'll be salacious. Yeah. That'll
He's
be heroin users and people committing suicide, and unfortunately, that'll be like tragic and dark. That'll be a fun one.
I'm reading this autobiography by Art Pepper, a jazz guy, and it's like the most brutally honest thing.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Not much in the way of name dropping, but just what the things this fucking guy did, and is just like admitting to and describing how he was feeling. Like
Jasmine.
Sounds like the Miles book where he'd just be like, well, that was the relationship with my seventh wife. So I got back on heroin again. It was about 3 or 4 dark years there. Played some more sax with Charlie Bird. And just like...
Art Pepper's going into the fucking details.
Nice.
There's this thread on Reddit that was this guy posted back in the day. He was like, hey, should I try heroin? And it's this like legendary Reddit thread where he ends up trying it, and then he just like gets totally addicted to heroin for a year and documents the whole thing. And it's an infamous thing. Worth checking out if you're into Charlie Peppers and other heroin junkie autobiographies.
Art Pepper?
Art Peppers, yes.
Charlie Parker.
Charlie
Parker, Charlie Parker, Bird Parker.
Charlie
Murphy, Sergeant Pepper, Barry Pepper.
That was it was all about heroin.
I'm just playing free association.
Miles Davis is the walrus, I think.
He died in the Abbey Road cover. He got hit by a car.
They allude to it. It's metaphorical.
So funny. Or the Sergeant Pepper cover, just like all these cutouts and just Miles Davis with a car driving over for some reason.
I wouldn't be surprised if Miles was on that cover.
He probably was.
I feel like he had to have been.
Tucked away in there.
They had a huge litany of major pop cultural figures there. I'm sure he might have been in there.
Check the bleachers.
So who's waiting outside? Sam here, he's in his car. He's about to go. Turns the key in the ignition, and who's there? Who pops out but Max Cady?
Oh, hello, counselor.
Takes the keys right out of his ignition.
Give me back my keys.
Yeah.
I'm hurt. You don't recognize me?
You jerk, I need those keys.
It takes a while.
I can't drive my Buick without those.
Is that a crime, taking a man's keys? I feel like it is. I feel like this is like crossing a line. Max Cady crossed a line here.
Surely it's not a crime.
Take a man's key.
Counselor, do you mind if I jangle these keys right before your eyes here?
Hey, I can't get... Hey, what is that sound?
This is entertaining.
Hey, did you peekaboo me? Where'd you go? Where'd he go? I'm Sam Bowden. Change my diaper.
He doesn't have object permanence.
I don't know object permanence. Fuck!
A coochie coo, counselor. Coochie coo.
Burp me! I'm not a baby. Burp me!
I've been milking myself, counselor. Why don't you try these teats?
Don't mind if I do.
I have nipples, counselor.
You milk
Yeah, that was Robert
Yeah.
De Niro.
You know, I
Can you
learned in
milk
prison.
me?
I read in
You're gonna
prison,
learn about milking me, counselor.
You're gonna learn about milk.
What'd you say?
you can't milk a man.
He said something about
They tried to milk me in
milking.
prison.
you're gonna learn about milking.
So yeah, he's Bowden doesn't recognize him at all at first, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, you're Max Cady," and they have a tense conversation
like,
here.
You changed. And he's like, well, you look the same, except a bit heavier. They say the average man gains a pound a year till he's about 60. Me, I dropped a pound every year of my sentence. And that's when Sam remembers him. He's like, Atlanta, 77.
You're Max Cady.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm thinking about settling down here in New Essex. And Sam pulls away, and that Max Cady, that's when he mutters. He's like, you're going to learn about loss.
He's like, what'd you say?
Ah, fuck. I wish I had a good comeback to say to him or something.
Think I'm just having a little shower. Oh, I'm gonna say you're gonna learn about taking a shower, you greaseball.
Oh, he's gone.
I'm sure it was just a coincidence.
Well, when I see him next, though.
Max Cady does some pretty good Batman disappearing in this movie.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Where he's there 1 second and then he's gone.
And the way that the movie doles information out is just like they switch back and forth between the moral high ground. Right now, all you know is Max Cady is this like weird psycho guy who is in jail. He comes out. All you know about Nick Nolte, Sam Bowden, is that he's like this like a family man. You've gotten a hint that he might be having an emotional affair, but you're like, oh, there's this psycho after him. Then it kind of like flips back once you learn a little bit more about their history together, and there might be a little bit of a moral gray ground between them.
Which we learn, like, in this scene. So we got Sam talking to his colleague, Tom, and he asks him for advice, and he's like, Now, Sam, you know Cady hasn't broken the law yet. He's done everything within the bounds of the law. Oh, he asks Sam, well, why would he have a grudge? Weren't you his public defender? And it was a rape case, you see, and I found a report on the victim saying she was promiscuous, and I buried it. Fuck. And he's
Buried it.
buried it. Well, you know, he raped 3 girls, and Tom tells him, he says, Sam, so some folks just don't have the right to the best defense, huh, Sam?
But he's kind of chuckling while he says it, like, oh, Sam, you cad.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, Sam, I'm reporting you to the ethics board here.
Well, I think to be fair to Sam here, like that's not what a lawyer's supposed to do. But then he's
No.
like, but then he realizes like I can't fucking do this type of work anymore, and
Yes.
he leaves the public doing
Well,
public defense because he's like
That's kind
defend
of
these guys.
the crux of this is that he probably did the moral thing by burying this evidence. He probably saved a bunch of underage girls from getting raped by this maniac. He didn't do his job. He violated his professional ethics. He went against the law.
To whom do you owe your duty to? That's what this movie asks
He's
us.
supposed to zealously defend his clients. Zealously defend. Yeah, so he's not in the right. You know, it's a shades of gray movie, and there's a little moral back and forth happening.
I mean, there's like a feminist critique of this movie. Supposed feminists. I mean, you'll see it a lot if you go on. If you're on film Twitter or Letterboxd, you'll see people.
If you go on those chick websites, you'll see.
Yeah, Miss Mojo.
whatever these broads are saying about it. But, like, obviously it is problematic, and the movie does address it as such that it shouldn't matter that the victim was so-called promiscuous.
No, that too.
And the movie addresses that just as much. And even Nick Nolte says, Sam, he says
Yes.
that, like, why would it matter if she's promiscuous? But
And yet you know
these
it would.
guys, yeah,
like
these
it
guys,
probably would have made a huge difference in the
Yeah.
case. He probably would have gotten off if that came out.
everybody absolutely knows in a rape case, the woman gets put on trial.
Yeah,
And
which
they-
is
they
exactly
say
why.
just as much.
Yeah,
Dragged through the coals.
it's why somebody who might be familiar with the legal system might not want to go through that.
We do get a brief scene here now where, like, they're already, like, saying, don't go outside, Danielle. And she's like, what? Is there a flasher out there? You think I haven't been flashed before? So I think she's supposed to be 15. Danielle.
I'm sexual, daddy.
Yeah,
I too have sexuals.
I've bloomed into womanhood now.
Yeah, and Sam does not know how to handle this. It makes him profoundly uncomfortable, the idea of his little girl becoming a woman.
Which is one of Max Cady's angles of attacks, where he's like, oh, your parents don't want to recognize that you're becoming a woman.
It's uncomfortable stuff.
Yeah. It's what makes him one of the great all-time cinematic villains, and because he's got a beat on them, and he's right about everything too.
So, I watched this with Sarah, and she left halfway through. She left before you really see like Max Cady fucking turn it up. And and she's like, yeah. So I don't know. It seemed like Nick Nolte was the bad guy in that movie, and just I'm like,
Cady's charming.
Cady's a rapist.
Yeah.
It does that for a bit, and then Max Cady really becomes the bad guy.
It does become pretty undeniable, I think, as things go along, that he is he's actually a violent sexual predator. He's a total monster. But there's a little ambiguity in these early scenes.
Why don't you just go fuck Max Cady, huh? Is that what you said? Wake her up in the middle of the night.
You think he's so charming?
If you think he's so great.
You've been thinking about Max Cady again, haven't you?
You like his Hawaiian shirt, his whatever pie hat or whatever he wears.
Look, I got all the tattoos.
I did what you asked.
I'm not quite in Robert De Niro shape.
Man, if you could get some of his fits, I think you could maybe pull those off, Vonn.
Oh, I could like go for his like little fucking sailor hat and Hawaiian shirt and be like a kind of a miniature Dom DeLuise.
Those white shirts that he's got on with the patterns from Dan Flashes and the big collars and everything.
Big
you
time.
could wear
Yes.
that shit. Like white shirt, white pants, fucking nice like snakeskin boots.
Why aren't I?
At one point, he's wearing a button-up shirt that seemed to me to have the Spider-Man pattern, like
Yeah.
the webbing,
Yeah.
kind of the
That
red,
one looked
scarlet
very
red
Spider-Man.
shirt.
Yeah.
I was like, that's Spider-Man.
Counselor, I was bitten by a radioactive spider in prison.
It made me more than human.
It wasn't the only radioactive thing that bit me. There was a radioactive Jesse Ventura in there.
Style.
Now I have super Minnesota powers.
Oh, I know why you went to jail. You got arrested at the funny farm.
He turned me into a sexual tyrannosaur, Counselor.
Well, let's do the math. 14 years of spending a bunk with the Jesse Ventura every night.
I owe you money, counselor.
So,
Jesse Ventura's been talking about how, hey, maybe Minnesota ought to secede and go to Canada. We ought to join
Yeah.
Canada. Fuck it, you're welcome.
yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
Fucking join us, Minnesota.
They're welcome.
Especially you, Jesse.
Wisconsin's welcome. There's a few states where it's like, yeah, you're welcome. You could join our
Yeah, Michigan,
confederation.
hop aboard, Michigan.
Yeah, come on in.
We're not the arbiters of who can or cannot join Canada.
Come on
but
in.
Well, I don't want.
Jesse Ventura might be my favorite American.
I don't know if I want Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Let me get all those shell corporations, and I don't want to deal with that.
You mean like clams and quahogs and stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
Shells?
No, Rhode Island, isn't Rhode Island famously a place where shell organizations set up it's a tax-free haven?
People like to do that in Switzerland, I thought.
Well, there's like
It's
one state where they have like
Here
really
in Canada,
like-
we have
okay.
one. That's New Brunswick, I think.
Oh, that's where the tax havens are.
interesting.
Yeah, I think so.
All they do
There's
there.
New Brunswick is owned by like one billionaire. He owns like every square inch of
Oh
real
yeah,
estate.
that like coal oil baron or whatever. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
But let's be real, both Canada and the United States are just like 2 or 3 resource extraction corporations in a
Yeah.
fucking trench coat.
We'll go back and forth. There's a United States, Canada. Who's Max Cady? Who's Sam Bowden? We'll go back and forth.
I got the more high ground. I was at Davos World Economic Forum.
You're on trial, Mark Carney.
The people love my speech, counselor. Everybody in the world loved me talking about the middle powers.
Canada's very bad. Very bad. I'm going to make 51st. Yeah, it's Trump's being very slurry now in his speeches. if you guys
He's been
noticed that.
dozy for a long time.
Fucked. So Sam confronts Katie on the street. Sam tries telling Katie, he's like, well, I tried to defend you. And Katie's like, I learned to read during my stretch. First spot goes to the farm, then Runaway Bunny, then law books mostly. Sam, he's like, well, what do you say? I give you like, I don't know, 10 grand.
Big mistake. This is basically him admitting that he did wrong, that he fucked up, that he didn't defend Katie. He's like, well, I feel pretty guilty. Maybe I'll give you 10 grand to buy you off so you don't harass
Just
me and my family.
get the fuck out of town, please.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want?
Those stories of people who were wrongfully convicted getting out of jail after like 25 years.
Oh, the West Memphis Three, all those
yeah.
kind of people. Yeah.
They get like millions of dollars in settlement. It's like, oh, fucking great. What do I?
Yeah. Or sometimes they'll even be like, we'll let you out of jail, but you have to sign this paper that says nobody was liable, you're just going to walk free. Like, and they kind of blackmailed them that way, where I think they did that with like the West Memphis Three, where it was like, sign this paper that it's all okay and you can walk free. And
all is forgiven.
Yeah, exactly. And and of course you're going to take that deal.
That is not Max Cady, though.
No,
Counselor, do I look destitute to you?
I love that.
He's in
just like
this,
a fucking baller in his Cadillac.
a convertible Mustang.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
So
with like the Corinthian leather.
Katie's mother died, and he inherited $30,000 from him.
So money well spent, man. This guy
Yeah.
just fucking knows how to have a good time.
But that's not like a lottery winner money or anything. I guess that's like buy a Cadillac money. That's like
It's probably like 150 grand in the early 90s. You know,
okay, that's pretty good.
because he bought a Cadillac for like 7 grand or 6 or 7 grand
Yeah.
or whatever car it was.
American made, counselor.
Because they kind of show later on, they flash his checkbook or his money that's come out and. Not like, he still has like 23 grand left after he's bought this car. He has an apartment. He's got a sick wardrobe. Like,
He's like, well, what shall be my compensation, sir, for being held down and sodomized by 4 white guys or 4 black guys? And yeah, he does the math and he's like, well, if you work that out, that's not even $10 a day.
Yeah, he was in jail for like 14 years or something crazy like that. And so he's like, well, what do you give me? $10,000? $50,000? Let's do the math. And this shows how smart he is too, where he just like breaks down the sums in his heads really quick. Like he's kind of a greasy hillbilly, but he's got this sort of intelligence too.
he's got a base cunning.
The way he phrases this is really interesting, where he's like, have you ever been a woman counselor?
You ever been a woman counselor?
Which kind of speaks to how he thinks about women. He's a violent sexual predator. He sees women as like
Prey.
that's what she's there for, He doesn't see them as people or whatever. And he sees himself getting sexually assaulted in jail as like being womanized or whatever. There's just a few little weird foreshadowing things, and I don't even know what they mean. But at one point, like Danielle's watching the been caught stealing video, and you see that features
Jane's
like
Addiction.
a man in drag and stuff. And then later, when he attacks Joe Don Baker, he's actually dressed up in drag. And I'm like, I'm trying to put connections together in my head. It's like, this is really weird early on where he's like, have you ever been a woman? And then, but it just shows like, well, getting sexually assaulted isn't what defines you as a woman.
He says that in this scene, too. He's like, well, here in the joint, I've been getting in touch with my feminine side.
Yeah. And part of it is just a 90s thing or
I don't think it's like a trans panic though,
No.
like typical for this. I think it's him actually believing that he's ascended to becoming more than just a man. He can be a god, he can be a woman, he can be whatever he chooses to be at any point in time.
It's not like
in his
Silence
own
of the
mind.
Lambs, where like you've got like a kind of a trans panic villain
No.
in Buffalo Bill.
No, it's not that at all.
Or Psycho with Norman Bates dressing up as a woman or something like that.
That trope, it's not here.
But that might be a wink at Psycho when he dresses up as a woman.
I
and
thought it
kills
was
someone.
a wink at Psycho.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a this movie is a Hitchcock homage, but
So we don't know this yet, but Katie is a pedophile, and they are not treated kindly in prison. So you can imagine, like 14 years of this guy. Like,
why not?
Yeah, what the heck?
I wonder why.
Some of them are presidents of the United States. Like,
Yeah.
but it's also like a little.
Good thing he'll never see the fucking backside of a cell.
Mitchell, we're gonna lose a listener.
I don't like it when they make fun of our president, Donald Trump.
It's a slop podcast. It's high-low boys,
Say I
high-low.
slop.
They're not funny.
But
He's our listener.
And all the rest of our listeners are just AI bots that he hired from Pakistan or whatever.
But yeah, Max Cady's life in prison was long and torturous.
But it's also eye for an eye justice because he's a violent sexual predator who got violently raped in jail.
Violently sexually predatorized.
Yeah, Nick Nolte violated his professional ethics by sending this criminal to jail, and this criminal went to jail and faced the exact same fate that he put on a few other girls and stuff.
I don't think it's right for anybody to be assaulted or raped in jail in any fashion. I don't really believe in that type of justice.
I'd just be.
No,
it would be better if there just wasn't in the world at all.
No. But Katie,
Mitchell, what's so hard to understand about that?
Well, it's that Katie doesn't have the moral high ground, but he's exactly right in terms of the law. He's gotten his poetic justice and everything. Like, he does not have the moral high ground at all, but he is right.
There's a lot to unpack in that scene.
I mean, there's some heavy themes at certain points.
It's a fucking Scorsese movie. There's a lot of thematic weight.
It's got some stuff to say about
even in this silly little movie. Yeah.
well, what happens when you turn your back on your code of ethics or like morality at different levels of society. You know, a lawyer does something shady. He has a perfectly fine life. The poor Max Cady does.
This is his bad ethics coming back to bite him, in a sense. He created
It bit me! Fuck, I am can't get that snake!
He's got those chipped up teeth. He filed them himself.
So Sam's back at
It's
the
got
office.
weird fucked up teeth. I have the teeth all
He's got hillbilly teeth.
I'm not a hillbilly, counselor.
You might be a redneck if you bite my ass!
So back at Sam Bowden's house.
Back at the office, he gets an urgent call from his wife. She's crying, telling him the dog died. And he had these horrible high-pitched screams. And it was like he was winding down like an old clock. And then he had his eyes open. And this kind of surprised, wide-eyed look.
This expression
Then
is
he died.
gut-wrenching.
I know.
This description.
Yeah, almost. Again,
He's like, I told you not to let the fucking dog out! She's like, I didn't let him out!
Danielle Coward.
Juliette Lewis. So throughout the movie, whenever her parents
Are fighting.
she just turns her MTV up.
Yeah. I wish I had earbuds. I wish Apple AirPods were invented.
This is not a happy home. Already we're seeing that it's not as... All it takes is the dog to be murdered for the... things to get disrupted a little bit.
Daily
Their
occurrence.
marriage is on a razor's edge. But yeah, she swears up and down she didn't let the dog out. So we don't know what happened there. Now he's like, well, I'm taking this fucking guy in. So he goes to Lieutenant Elgart, played by Robert Mitchum.
Yeah, he was the Max Cady in the original Cape Fear.
He's got a great voice on him, this guy. And he's like, well, I don't cotton to dog killers. I have an English setter myself. Trouble is, poisoning a dog is just a fine. But if he's unemployed, we'll bust him for vagrancy. We got so many ways in the books to lean on an undesirable.
Ain't that the
That's how
truth?
you
He'll
get
feel
'em.
about as welcome around here as yellow fever.
And, like, if it was anyone else, you might feel bad for cops going...
Yeah, they
outside
have
the
their
bounds.
ways of pushing on people
Yeah.
that they deem undesirable.
They
Damn
get
right
ya.
they do.
Lots of different laws they can pull out or ignore depending on who they're dealing with.
Katie's pretty much prepared for all of them, though. He's, like, thought of the angles, and he's ready.
I wore my high-cut briefs, counselor. I hope you enjoy the strip search.
How about the leopard print Ginch?
That was an impressive thing, yeah. I thought that was a very confident look.
I learned all about thongs in prison, counselor.
He has
I took several sewing classes.
I learned a lot of things in jail, counselor, including Victoria's Secret.
You ever heard of a banana hammock?
I designed and made my whole wardrobe, counselor.
My name a Bo Rat, counselor. My wife. I wear wacky underpants, counselor.
Yeah, they strip search him, and he's got these, like, hot red Speedos on, and
They're leopard print.
they're very striking. Yeah, they've got, like, a weird print on them. Like, he could be a Chippendales dancer, I think. Or
Now, don't worry. It's a one-way mirror. He can't see us.
You think I haven't seen a fucking one-way mirror before?
I'm a lawyer,
I
guy.
love that Algard has to explain that to him.
It's funny, too, because, like, he's like, yeah, I'm fucking, like, of course I know what this is, but also he continuously is like, tries to skirt the law, and they have to remind him, like, you're a lawyer, you know this.
Yeah.
Quit being a fucking idiot. You're a lawyer, you should know this. You know I can't do that.
Which is, like, by the end, he just, like, violates all his ethics. Like, there was this little hint with Max Cady where he was like, oh, I'll bury some evidence, but by the end, he's, like, plotting murder and stuff. Like,
Yeah, the Elgart's like, well, we can still nail him for the dog, but Sam says he didn't let the dog out, and Katie didn't enter the house somehow. And he's like, I don't know. He didn't get in the house. I didn't let the dog out. Well, then, how did he kill the dog?
I don't fucking know. Can we kill this guy?
I'm
Did we ask our new maid, Mrs. Doubtfire, whether she left the door open?
You should always leave the door open. Now, dearest.
Yeah, a little gaslighting.
3 days as a woman, I'm already having hot flashes. Whoa. Yeah, maybe the dog got a run by fruiting. So it's July 4th. They're at this parade downtown. It's the South, of course, so there's a big mix of Confederate and American flags, which is always interesting.
Lots of parade. America's a big parade culture, huh?
Yeah, they love their parades.
We have a couple parades here, but they have parades down south.
It's a great place for a scene to happen.
I think the only parade we get now in Edmonton is the Pride one.
Oh, do we have is there a Katie's parade?
I don't think they've done it in a while.
Oh, okay.
So Katie's across the parade. He's staring at Lee. That's Sam's wife. Sam cuts through the parade. He throws hands at him like right away. He's like, that's a fine looking wife you got there, counselor. Hot as a firecracker on the 4th of July.
I know how hot my wife is. Quit looking at my wife. Fuck, I know. She's hot. How did a guy schmutz like me wind up with a babe like that?
He pushes him over. He's the whole scene is funny because it's in a big public place and all these people like on the parade floats that are frozen and doing kind of poses are looking at him, and everybody like is sympathetic to Katie right away. Like, why is this psycho pushing him over? He's like, oh, careful now. I might have broke my arm now, counselor.
I might be broke. These parade marchers are such pros because Bowden just beelines through all of them, and they didn't break step at all. Like, he was an inch away from getting trampled by a tuba player.
It's 4th of July, man. This is Americans, man. They're patriotic.
It's their best and brightest out there marching the streets.
They take this shit serious. They practice for it all year. Yeah, God bless America.
God, and for all the good they do, here's to you.
Sea to shining sea. Later at the bar, Katie's sitting next to an obviously drunk and flirty Lori.
Yeah, she's having a great time here. She's just laughing at jokes. She's flirting.
She isn't. She isn't. I mean, she's desperately single and horny.
She's drinking her sorrows away, but she's laughing her ass off.
Yeah, she's a fun person.
Yeah.
She's like me. She's just hooking up, looking for your hookup, and is fun to be around. She's lamenting to him that she's like, well, I shouldn't have got stuck on another married guy. Or she's like, now aren't I the bozo on the bus?
So Robert De Niro,
which is a good saying.
De Niro here is
use
doing
that.
the fucking perfect job of being a person who has to deal with a really super annoying, super drunk person.
Yeah.
You know, like, have you ever been cornered at a party?
Have I ever talked to a drunk woman that I wanted to sleep with?
yeah.
Yeah, Vonn. Once or twice.
But he's like annoyed with everything, but also like, oh, that's funny. Yeah. Oh yeah, and like
Laughing
urging her along, like, okay, and then what happened in the story? Let's finish the story.
And like the fake laugh before the story's even done at the wrong.
Yeah, at a punchline that kind of speaks to his she's like, well, the guy cut him up into 52 pieces, and he's like, I love that. That's like a great.
She's
thing.
like, no. I gotta get to. So you're single. Oh, that's even better.
I loved the 52 pieces.
I guess most of this part was pretty well improvised, and I think Illeana Douglas and Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect acting. This is so well done.
She's doing great drunk acting,
Yeah.
which is not always a given. You know, not everyone can do drunk person acting. I think she's doing a great drunk acting.
Everybody in this movie is so in the pocket. Like every single performance and interaction is just singing.
So many great one-on-one scenes in this movie. Joe Don Baker and De Niro, like Juliette Lewis and De Niro. This one, like
it's so good.
So they go back to her place, and things take a turn. At first, they're kind of having some flirty, making out and whatnot, and then Katie turns ferocious. He, like, kind of breaks her arm. He starts hitting her, and she's like...
He handcuffs her.
Yeah.
She's like,
Gets her.
getting kinky, huh?
He's a rough one.
He's the charming predator right up to the point where he's got her, where she can't possibly escape. He's got her literally handcuffed, and then he says, now you're going to get it, bitch, and it just, like, turns into the most horrifying, violent scene you've ever seen. He bites her on the face and rips a chunk out of her cheek.
Yeah, that was a bit much.
Yeah, this is the first time you see.
He aimed to disfigure her.
Yeah. And he knows, like, she's, got a flirtation going on with Sam Bowden, I think. And so he's like, I'm going to... Sam Bowden's got this, like, chaste little flirtation going on with this girl.
He doesn't know whether or not it's chaste, I don't think. But either way, he's doing it because he knows what kind of chaos this can cause.
Yeah. He knows that they have something going on, that she is somebody he cares about in some capacity.
And he also knows that she's an employee in the legal system, and she knows how much shit a sexual assault survivor gets. So he kind of figures that if he targets her, she might not press charges. She might not go forward with this. So he knows that he can kind of like...
This scene is so well done. Illeana Douglas is so believable in this whole bit. God, when he turns violent, it's just another... I think I've talked about this before on the podcast a few times, but movies that I've seen a bunch of times, and then there's a scene that I really just don't want to happen. Fucking upsets me, and I want to believe every time I watch it that it's not going to happen. They're not going to shoot that guy in the head. They're not going to do this or kill that dog. I hate it when he fucking hurts Illeana Douglas.
Yeah.
It's so upsetting and viscerally real and brutal. It's
the first scene where you see him go like all out and be like that reptilian monster, you know?
Oh, it's so cruel. Like it cuts away and you see his silhouette in the window and you just hear him beating the shit out of her.
Horrific.
It's cruel. And it goes from her laughing and like, you know, having a flirty fun time to just...
It's all fun and games until it isn't.
So Elgart calls Sam, and I think we might have a little break here. And Katie raped another girl. So now Bowden's going to the hospital to see what's going on here. And he didn't know it was Lori.
No, the woman he's been having an emotional...
Fuck, no one told me it's Laurie.
Laurie, god damn. And she's very
She's scared to testify.
Lee's gonna blow a gasket when she finds out.
Yeah. She's claiming she fell down some stairs.
Broke every bone. Yeah, she's not into testifying. And she's also very like, oh... I was stupid. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have got drunk at it. Like a very victim blamey on herself kind of thing. And he's like, no, this guy's after me.
Sharing some of that blame on Sam himself because he stood her up and, you know, she's like, oh, well, you know, you didn't want to see me and you told me you didn't want to see me. And
so I got a little wild. I drank a little too much. I was feeling reckless. Yeah. And it's like, oh, no, Max Cady is a violent sexual predator who targeted you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's key what she says, exactly like what you said earlier. She says she just sees it every day. She doesn't want to be questioned about what she was wearing or what she had to drink. Didn't want to be cross-examined and crucified so that everybody could laugh about it later. So outside, Elgart suggests to Sam that he's like,
what do I do about this fucking Katie? Fuck! He's going around. He's raping.
And Elgart's like, well, maybe you should treat him like a tiger. Draw him out of the brush. And he's like,
what the fuck do I do with a tiger? I've never seen it. How would I know?
I saw Jungle Book. You tie fire to its tail. It doesn't like that.
Give me the power of man's red flower. I watched Jungle Book and they kicked me out of the goddamn zoo. I want to be like you. Set the zebra enclosure on fire. Someone smoked a cigar during Jungle Book. I didn't see the end.
Elgart's like, well, you better stake out a couple of your goats and hide in a tree.
He's like, then what? Use my family as bait and blow its head off?
Smart.
Elgart's like, I'm a law officer. It would be unethical of me to advise a citizen to take the law into his own hands.
Can you recommend me someone who will?
I have a roller.
You must have misunderstood me. And he's like,
what are you trying to say?
He's like, well, pardon me all over the place.
Super cagey.
You didn't see me wink.
Mama, look at the time.
Another great little performance in this movie.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you to kill him. Wink, wink.
Yeah. But maybe you oughta.
But maybe if you go look...
Use your family as bait, Sam.
Yeah.
Wink.
Technically, it ain't legally killing if you use them.
Don't go look in that rose bush and find a fully loaded automatic pistol with extra backup clips.
It is legal to put bear traps in your yard.
So Sam hires help. We see him locking up the house tight. We get a bunch of these, huge fast zoom ins, Sam Raimi style things on the locks. He goes to see private investigator Claude Kursick. My favorite character probably in any movie of all time.
Yeah, thank God Joe Don Baker is finally here, because this movie needed somebody to come in and save it.
He passed away just recently, right? Just in this year or last year or something. Joe Don Baker.
I honestly thought he'd been dead for longer.
Who knew? It made you remember him when you heard he died.
I just think every line, every moment Claude Kursick is on screen, I'm laughing. He's so richly funny and just well realized.
He's he fits this role perfectly. Like
the way he holds his gun when he's like just sitting, just like
he's confident,
just like a man steepling his fingers, and he's deep in thought, just staring at a teddy bear.
Yeah, and his suggestions are just like, yeah, you can break a man's kneecaps, and he might not bother you no more. It's like, is this normal detective advice?
No, I was thinking more like a couple of pipes and some bike chain.
Non-lethals, as they call them.
Sam is desperate, coming to Kursick, and he's like, well, there are limitations of the justice system in this regard, and he assures Sam that he'll find him and watch him for a week. He's like, well, his name is... I know his name. Don't worry. I'll figure that out.
There's only so many things that can be done. Like, the law is set up for big things, burglaries, robberies, things like if one sicko in particular has a problem with you, there's not much the law can do to help you.
So he's got to get a risk assessment. Says he's going to watch him for a week, and Sam goes back to the family, tells them about... He's like,
Now don't worry, I got a private eye. From the moment I walked into this guy's office, I felt totally relaxed.
Yeah.
He's a pro.
Yeah, it's funny how he's lying to his family about this, because he was just like a real, like, whiny, super scaredy cat guy when he was in the office.
yeah, sweat's just dripping off both their pathetic fucking middle-aged faces.
Yeah. Like, he hasn't told them what Max Cady did, but he's got a 15-year-old daughter and everything, so he's trying to, like, I'll shelter them from this a bit.
It's funny, so from this point onwards, Kursick randomly pops in and just gives Bowden an extra, like, update after update about how much of a deranged lunatic Max Cady is.
Hey, by the way,
He killed a man.
he bit off his prison cell. He bit off Jesse Ventura's tongue, the bod Ventura, and raped him and killed him.
By the way, he walked along a highway and he flipped 12 tortoises onto their backs.
Hey, by the way, he pisses weapons-grade plutonium.
He's more than human.
By the way, his urine turns people into Spider-Man.
He winked at me, and it made a sonic boom.
But he's charming. I was charmed when he winked at me. That's how I know he's dangerous.
By the way, when I saw him spill the sugar at a diner, he didn't even wipe it up with a napkin and put it on his plate when he was done.
When
He spilled the salt, and he didn't throw it over his shoulder. This is a madman here. I'm going to have to raise your fee.
Sam, he gets a late night call from Lori. She's gonna move back to Connecticut while Lee's listening in. Sam's kind of being very doting. He has his voice is soft, and he's speaking on the phone in a familiar way. And Lee picks this up immediately. So
I just don't know what I hate more. That insipid tone or your stupid sophomoric infidelities. Just immediately turns around and starts fucking throwing haymakers at him.
this is so great. She blows up at him, and it's great. And
You sleazy son of a bitch.
Yeah.
she's so pissed. We get so much background about what type of guy Sam is here. We find out that he's had affairs in the past, and that's one of the reasons they moved here, and they like uprooted her profession, and like she's got a lot of reason to be resentful towards Sam here, and Sam's kind of slipping into his old ways a little bit.
He is a piece of shit, but he's no Max Cady.
That's what this movie's all about. There's different types of pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Some pieces of shit are better than other pieces of shit.
Hey, it's Catholicism. We're all pieces of shit, aren't we?
Yeah, that's true. We're all going to hell here, just like Marty Scorsese.
You just
See you in hell, Marty.
Oh man, I'd love to go to hell with Martin Scorsese.
That would be fun.
I heard Robbie Robertson's doing the music in hell.
Take a load off, Marty.
A lot of jazz men down there, I hear.
Miles, Bird. So Sam, their whole backstory that we just get glimpses of here is crazy. Sam's like,
You were in bed for 3 months.
and she's like, was that it? You worried I'd kill myself?
Over you?
Yeah, fucking burn, man.
All the sessions with Dr. Hackett.
I keep hearing about Dr. Hackett, which is crazy.
Buddy Hackett. He's roasting them.
Yeah, that's Buddy Hackett.
I'm a star from the 70s.
Take your wife, please. So they uprooted the family to move to a different state because they were in Atlanta. They were AT-aliens.
They were in the deep south. Now they're in North.
And he's like,
Carolina.
I could have
North
been an
Carolina
outcast.
is south of Georgia, isn't it?
Oh, maybe.
Lee, I could have been an outcast. They were inviting me to the dungeon. Don't you think I lost something too? I gave something up too, Lee. I was Killer Mike's lawyer. They were going to put me in a music video.
They both, you don't. Also in this
bitches,
relationship,
Laurie.
who has the moral high ground? We don't know. One of them's unreasonable.
Now he makes an impassioned plea and stops playing the blame game here and just kind of owns his stuff. And he's like, look, Lee, I'm scared. There's some animals stalking us. I think he wants to hurt us in the worst way. I'm glad we talked about this. Because we can beat the son of a bitch, working together as a team.
It's a great relationship thing. It's a great way to bond
Yeah,
with your
and
partner.
then it hard cuts from that to him getting covered up on the couch, being like,
Ah, shit. God, she didn't buy my bullshit. Can't believe it.
and we learn soon enough she's like kind of on the fence. We don't know where Lee's loyalties are because she's clearly has her own issues and own interiority, and Jessica Lange brings so much complexity to the character. We don't know what she's going to do at any point in the movie until she's doing it. And
They've been just trying to make it work, basically. We thought they were the serene suburban couple, but they've just been...
The most unbelievable thing about this movie is that they don't have a guest room in that big-ass house. He's got to sleep on the couch in the living room.
Well, their housekeeper's staying there.
She does that sometimes.
Graciela, well, especially since they've been on lockdown.
Right. Well, good.
Otherwise, he
plot
would.
hole.
Yeah.
Closed.
That takes care of that.
You think Scorsese didn't think of that, Vonn?
Luke, like, tipping his hat as he...
You wanted to go against the master of American directors,
Good night, everybody.
Marty.
puts his trowel and his spackle away.
So Kursik's at this restaurant having lunch along with Max Cady. I think he's watching him, right?
Yeah. He's
And he
ordered his...
Oh, yeah. This is where Max Cady reveals
He
that.
buys Kursik's lunch, I think.
It's his best. That's his number one
favorite
move.
power move.
Yeah, like I know you've been watching me. You're not you're not slick, buddy. I know you've been following.
Max Cady is just really levels beyond everybody else that he's coming up across here.
Yeah. They get their little showdown scene here. They look into each other's eyes.
Come on, leave town. I'll be a friend.
Get out of here.
Oh, you're mean.
Are you my friend? Are you my friend?
I don't want to see you. I don't want to smell you. Now leave.
My friends are aware of my comings and goings. If you're not my friend and you're talking about my comings and goings, I would call that presumptuous. Matter of fact, I would call that downright rude.
I ain't your friend, you hillbilly fuck. Get out of
Ooh,
here.
I've got the all over fidgets on that one. You're really shaking me up. I'm shivering all over.
There's no need to lay a hard tongue on me.
Katie ain't shook.
Are you threatening me? You
Are
catch
you
on fast. This is one of my favorite exchanges. Just the way Kursik's sitting there and he's got like the sun in his eyes and he's looking all plump and
He's all
fucking short
squinty
and
and-
squinting. Yeah, and Katie's he's trying so hard to talk tough to him. Now listen here, you white trash piece of shit.
You ever been sodomized by 4 white men and 4 black men in prison?
Yeah, Katie's got one playbook. First, I'm going to pick up your check, and then I'm going to tell you about how many times I was sodomized in prison.
That shuts him up real quick. He does like read Joe Don Baker's soul here, where he's like, what are you, an ex-cop? You got like busted out of the force. You're like a piece of shit who couldn't hack it on the force, and you can just tell by Joe Don Baker's face that there's a little truth to what he's saying, where Joe Don Baker doesn't respond right
You're
away.
mean.
You can practically see him stifling tears.
Yeah.
He gets under Kursik's skin so bad. It's so funny.
You look like a rube with your cheap shoes.
Yeah, it's that Hannibal Lecter element of like, I'm reading your soul right now, and that I'm more than a human. I can read your soul.
So Katie, in the next scene, he pulls up while Lee's outside checking the mail, and he's like, "Hey, I think I found your dog's collar." And she's like, "Wait, what?" And he's like, I don't know. This must be your dogs. And he's like, why don't you get the hell out of here?
You're him, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're that Max Cady.
I wanted to see your face, and now that I have, I'm not that impressed.
So she was a little impressed at first,
Just
though.
repulsive.
Because when he first rolls up, before he like waves the dog collar in front of him, he's kind of acting all polite, and he's a debonair guy. He's got tattoos and a big
Nice
convertible.
car. And
Yeah.
she's
She's
like,
digging
oh,
it.
he's kind of hot. And then he's like, oh, by the way, I killed your dog that you love so much.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
you are repulsive.
essentially what he's saying to her. Is like, I murdered your dog.
Oh, I get it.
Want to fuck?
I'm not your type. Too many tattoos. I smoke a cigar. That's my only vice.
I
Actually,
laugh at
it's the-
Pest Child in the
It's the
theater.
dog killing thing that's really a turnoff for me.
Oh, you don't like it when men kill your dog?
I'm a
Typical.
regular Shia LaBeouf.
You know, it's kind of a red flag when a man kills my dog. That's just me.
Some people like that little element.
I put that on my
danger.
Hinge profile. I'll kill your dog. It's done great. I'm doing numbers on dating sites.
So Danielle comes running out here. Lee's like, go back inside. And Max Cady takes a good long look.
Gets a good look, Costanza.
You got a good look.
And then she like turns around, and then when she turns back, Max Cady, Batman disappeared pretty much.
He peels.
Yeah, there's a little bit of ninja smoke, jujitsu powder, if you want to be politically correct.
Yeah, we put up the Katie signal. Kursick updates Sam. He's like, he's at the public library reading Thus Spake Zarathustra. Why can't I say that? Zarathustra. Tells him it's going to get awful expensive from here out.
That's okay. Joe Don Baker, like, he can't say it either. Kursick.
Yeah. He's like, hey, why don't I hire some men to do a little hospital job on Katie? And he's like,
What do you mean, hospital job?
two
turns
pieces of pipe and a bicycle chain.
You know,
Katie's a real meanie pants. I don't think I can
Yeah.
help him out, but I know some people who can help you out.
it's one of those legal gray areas. Like, are you allowed to ambush a man and beat him with baseball bats or not? We don't know. That's not. They don't address that in the
It
Constitution.
depends. Like, are you in a park on a Sunday after like sunset? I don't know. I don't know the law.
Matt, does the man make you uncomfortable?
I love the specificity of two pieces of pipe and a bicycle chain.
That bicycle chain is.
I've never seen that.
No, it's specific, and it looks.
Yeah.
It looks like it hurts, but also looks kind of useless because. We'll get to
As
it because
it
he gets
turns
like a
out.
good one in, and then he's just kind of like on the sidelines watching the whole time.
It's like a gladiator battle from Spartacus or something.
It's like a gladiator battle from Ricochet.
Yeah. Like a lo-fi prison battle.
Ricochet's gladiator bout. Yeah, Sam, he's like,
That happens
No,
in jail.
I'm not. We're not going biblical on. Fuck this. No.
he declines.
He refuses the duel.
Now we get to Danielle. She gets a call from Katie at night. I'm your new drama teacher. Are you Danielle Bowden? He's trying to seduce her a little bit, and he's like, oh, I know that awkwardness you feel when some leering fool makes fun of your sexuality. That turmoil you feel when that particular time of month comes around. And, you know, he's sweet-talking this 15-year-old girl.
Yeah, he's a grown up who's kind of talking to her like she's a grown up, and she's
Yeah.
a little intrigued by it.
He's the first adult that's acknowledged her sexuality or whatever, and she's like a...
Or whatever.
Or whatever that's going on.
You know, the thing is, the other thing, but yeah, she's kind of titillated.
So then we get like the best reveal of the movie, where we see De Niro talking on the phone, and his hair looks weird, and the camera rotates, and you realize that he's hanging upside down by moon boots.
He's like Batman.
I didn't notice the moon boots.
I'm guessing it's moon boots.
Yeah.
How else do you hang upside
Gotta
down?
be. Could
Just
be a
thought he had
bar.
his feet on a
Could be a
pull-up
bar. Maybe
No, upside
maybe he
down.
curled his
How
knees
else?
around a bar.
How?
$30,000 in his checking account. You think he's not going to buy moon boots?
What do moon
Interesting.
boots do?
They just hold your feet
What
to
are
the
they?
bar.
Mitch.
Are those like ski boots?
Yeah, they're kind of like ski boots, and they just like attach to the bar, so you don't need to like hang over with your feet.
Oh.
Just like keep you in place there.
Where do I procure such boots?
I've
Do
been,
I have to go all the way to the moon, or?
I've been working on some new prototypes. You can try them out.
Jet
Oh,
boots.
do you have a 10?
Yeah, I do. And here, put it on
try
here. Put the rocket bar attached.
Let me down! We can't afford another degloving on the limb.
It's degloving me.
It's pulled my skin off of my flesh.
I'm sorry, it can't release you until it's brought you to the moon and back.
It's like a Doge coin.
Hey, pause the podcast.
A little fun thing that Juliette Lewis does here. She starts out with a mouth guard in her mouth, and then once Max Cady starts talking...
a retainer.
Yeah, a retainer in her mouth. Like I had a retainer when I was a teenager. Like, it straightens your teeth. And then Max Cady starts, like, talking sexual to her and saying she's an adult, and she takes her retainer out and starts, like, talking without the retainer voice. Little
You ever
fun
get
thing.
a blowy from a girl with
No. When I had my retainer...
Not retainer
trash piece of shit?
I know about the 10-second rule, counselor.
I got a retainer.
It used to be the 5-second rule, but you change in prison.
I watched the Peter Jackson World War I documentary the other night.
Oh, yeah.
One thing I noticed was that, oh boy, there's some interesting teeth in that documentary. There are some people with some interesting teeth.
You don't say Englishmen from the 1910s. All they talk about is drinking tea. They're like, well, the tea was rubbish in the trenches.
Yeah. They're just like, I had to get on with it.
Yeah, I'm crawling over 72 dead bodies. It's just like that Monty Python sketch, where but it's literally what it was. All those guys are just like, all they care about is getting a decent cup of tea and some sugar for it.
And then when you have to stab a guy with a bayonet, it's like, well, I had to get on with it.
Yeah.
I had to get on with it. And then I had some teeth. And then there was always the odd guy who had really good teeth. And I thought, like, oh, that's like a superpower in 1917, having, like, really good teeth. You're Brad Pitt, man. You're, like, going to get elected to public office. You're going to be, like, the chief of the bank.
Those are aristocrats. So the next day, this is another one of the most famous scenes in the movie. She goes down to the basement auditorium where her supposed new drama teacher was supposed to meet her.
So what was his plan if her new teacher wasn't the drama teacher? He phones and she's like, I'm Mr. Blah, 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 your new teacher. And she's like, drama or physics or something like that. He's like, drama. Drama. I mean, drama.
Yeah.
This movie doesn't entirely make realistic sense in a lot of ways.
Everything falls into Max Cady's lap a little too easily.
He is like a specter. He almost is like he has superpowers where he can be anywhere and know anything, and that's something he brags about and talks about, but we don't always see exactly how he executes it.
Yeah, like you don't really understand how he knew they were going to go to that diner and get French fries, or like sneak in there and pay. But it doesn't matter; he's just there.
We get hints about it. We see him strapped underneath the car. We see him posing as their housekeeper. Like, we see some of the stuff he's doing, but we don't know the entire extent of how he's infiltrating every aspect of their lives to see everything that's going on.
Like, she's supposed to be going to a drama class. I don't know. There's no one there except the teacher, and she doesn't, like, think
She says
twice
goodbye to
about
her
it.
friend. That's Danica Scorsese, I think.
Sure.
Oh, is it? Oh, sneaking the family into the picture.
Yeah, and some Nepo baby.
I don't know. There's a lot of weird red flags that this guy might not be a drama teacher, and, like, where's the rest of the class?
And why is he smoking a joint?
Why are you smoking a joint?
Yeah.
Why are all the lights off?
Why are we sucking fingers? Why are we kissing?
Why do we already have a
that
fully...
tracks for drama teacher.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you mind if I put my arm around you, boys?
Do you want to smoke some of this?
We're going to do that game where I'll be your arms. You be my voice, and I'll be your arms. I'm going to stick my hands right
It's
through
intimate.
you here.
Do you want to read Sexist with me?
I think we're alone now.
Yeah, she's like, you can't smoke grass in school.
Oh, but she thinks he's pretty cool. He's like the Fonzie up in here.
Privilege of the profession.
I'm a drama teacher. I'm a little outside the bounds of, a normal teacher. I like to smoke grass with the students.
So yeah, he's flirting with her hard, and they start kissing, and then she kind of like comes to her senses. He kind of comes to his. There's this trance that comes over both of them, but Katie's in the driver's seat the entire time.
She kind of like gets like a red flag raising like halfway through this conversation, where she's kind of like, is this guy the drama teacher, or
She
what's
knows
going
who
on here?
He is. She's
Yeah.
naive and horny and curious, but she's not entirely stupid.
She figures, she doesn't know at first, but she figures it out in pretty short order.
And she's got the little rebellious against the parents thing where she's like, oh, maybe the fact that my dad is in a death feud with this guy is kind of makes him a little hot.
This whole interaction is supremely uncomfortable.
And this was first take, by the way. And this is all done in one continuous thing with two cameras switching back and forth. Juliette Lewis meeting De Niro for the first time. They're coming in here and doing this.
And a little bit improv. Apparently they told her, like...
It's an incredible scene.
De Niro's going to do a little couple, like, weird improv things. Like, he might put... he might, like, give you a kiss on your lips or something. And she didn't necessarily... Like, it's not scripted, some of the stuff that happens in this scene. And
she reacts so naturalistically...
they're great scene partners here.
Yeah.
It's really...
They play off each other really well.
It's disturbing and upsetting and just incredibly well done by both actors.
This movie is like a series of improvs, like two-person improv sketches that are tense, very well done, very well delivered. In Ricochet, that movie is a whole bunch of like two-person improv bits where like everybody's just fucking terrible at their job. They're just like throwing everything at the fences. They're escalating way too much.
Just go for it.
Oh, I'm going to escalate the scene. I'm going to start getting undressed. That's the only way I know how to elevate this scene.
I'm going to jump out of a window. Why not?
So later on, we kind of glean that Danny told her mother, and now Sam's like,
that's enough! Fuck!
so he calls Kursick, and he's like, send in the goons. And Kursick's sitting there, and he's slamming Pepto-Bismol and Jack Daniels.
I love that.
That's a thing.
He's like, all right.
In Sam's reaction, he's like laying hands on Danielle here. He's like grabbing her face.
Yeah.
Did he touch you? Where did he touch you?
Well, this is a really big thing because in the last scene, you see the violent sexual predator, Max Cady, kind of giving her a gentle kiss and like tenderly stroking her cheek or whatever. And then in this scene, you see her father just like losing it. This is him losing it and like grabbing her and like shaking her and
Put some
stuff.
clothes on. You're not a little girl anymore.
He's being violent with her and stuff, and it's like, oh, okay, you're seeing how Max Cady is kind of subverting this whole family dynamic and everything, and she's terrified after Nick Nolte freaks out Sam Bowden.
Yeah, again, I would be terrified to be in the same room as Nick Nolte.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't want to be in the same film with him. I've seen his mugshot. Out of control.
So Sam, he confronts Katie in a restaurant now, and Katie's like, well, let's just talk about the book of blah, blah, blah. And he's getting into one of his, like, well, if God is truly dead, counselor. He just goes into this, like, heady philosophical stuff. He's like,
what is
Shut up! Katie, shut up. If you ever come around me again, I'll kill you.
He's like, you never dreamed. And
Are you threatening? Is that a threat, counselor? Are you threatening me? Say what you said again. Hold on a second. Let me just get on my talk boy here.
It's the perfect setup. Every step of the way, Sam Bowden is playing right into Max Cady's hand. Max Cady has been purposely antagonizing him, going after his family, because he knows he's going to inspire this reaction. And now he's got a tape recorder on his chest while Sam Bowden, this high and mighty lawyer, this prosecutor, is threatening him.
This is a key thing that he says to him here, though. He says, you could say I'm here to save you. Check out the Bible. Look between Esther and Psalms.
Job. Before you threaten me again, counselor, let me just get room tone for a minute here.
So now this is the part where Max gets jumped by the goons.
Oh, another
hired
one
goons.
of the best scenes in the movie.
Scene is so fucking sweet. Sam's looking behind a dumpster nearby, and he's like smoking a cigarette. And these three guys come, two with pipes, one with a bike chain, exactly.
Some hard pipe hitting, chain hitting fellas.
The two guys, they get him with the pipes, and the chain guy comes in and gives him a lash across the chest. And they lay a whooping on Max here.
Well, he's like...
For a second, and then Max turns the tables and absolutely kicks the shit out of all of them.
Yeah, he gets one of their pipes, he starts bashing that guy, and then he like bashes the other pipe guy, and then it's just
He's
bike
more
chain.
than human. He's more human.
Yeah,
than
he starts shouting
a
that.
couple of whacks to my good old boy's guts gonna get me down?
Can't beat him.
I am like God, and God like me. He cannot above be, nor I beneath him be.
So we don't know at any point that he doesn't know at any point yet that Sam might be around her. So like up until now, he's just been like laying down this vengeance, like wrath of God talk to Sam.
Ezekiel 25:17.
But this is just how he talks to anybody, I guess.
Yeah. He knows there's some threats in the air. He's like, I might get beat up in the street at one point from a detective or something, but...
Sam starts to flee and he kicks a can over behind the dumpster.
That you, counselor?
Incompetent.
Counselor!
You hiding behind a dumpster, counselor?
Counselor! Yeah.
I ain't no white trash piece of shit. I'm better than you all.
Hints at, I think, his like chief insecurity that he is actually a white trash piece of shit.
She certainly brings it up a lot.
Yeah. I told you I wasn't. Oh, fuck it. Throws his thing away.
Yeah, and Sam's
two of the guys are completely unconscious, maybe even dead on the fucking
Beats
ground.
him good.
One guy kind of got away. Like, yeah.
I don't know if that's
He's playing exactly into Katie's hand.
Yeah.
That whole thing about
he's compromised his
that
morals.
purification and bring the suffering and pain, bringing him closer to God.
He's proving Katie's point every step of the way.
He totally is. He just becomes more and more self-righteous and more like
I'm more justified what you send a bike
fanatical
to beat
with
me
his
up.
revenge. So Karsick to Sam on the phone. Sorry about last night. That son of a bitch could survive a preemptive nuclear strike.
Like a reptile.
Now it's going to be a bitch to line up 3 new guys. And Sam's like, I don't want any more new guys. Do you fucking hear?
God damn, I want him dead.
So Sam's like looking for a good lawyer to get a restraining order. I don't know. Maybe this would be the first thing I would have done.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. He handles it all wrong every step of the way, and he's a lawyer. He should know better. He should know. But like the original sin is him not being a good lawyer by not defending his clients. So it kind of makes sense.
So he calls Lee Heller, played by Gregory Peck. He's
Which-
supposed to be the best lawyer for this kind of stuff. And Heller's like, well, I can't really help you now. Max Katie's already retained my services.
Last night, as a matter of fact.
Well, this is definitely an Atticus Finch reference, though, right? Like,
Well, Peck played Atticus Finch
Yeah.
To Kill a Mockingbird, and he's doing
he's-
the Southern lawyer.
yeah.
Yeah, and he was the lawyer. He was Sam Bowden in the
Yeah, and
60s.
of course, the original Cape Fear reference with him and Robert Mitchum. Yeah. Double reference. What does it mean?
Meta.
It's just Marty having fun. So this was Peck's final film role, by the way.
Oh, well, he's great in it.
We see Katie in the courtroom. He's beaten and bruised and looking all sympathetic.
He's got crutches and casts on and a
The
neck brace and all.
the works.
In the last scene after he kicked their asses, he's totally fine. He's walking around. Sure, he's got some bruises, but
No, he doesn't feel pain.
he's beyond that.
Yeah, the judge, I think, is played by Martin Balsam, who was also in the original movie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he quotes the great Negro educator, Booker T. Washington, and he's like, grants the restraining order not to validate any malice between you, but in the interest of Christian harmony. And then Heller is like,
King Solomon could not have adjudicated more wisely, Your Honor. For his moral turpitude, I petition the ABA for Mr. Bowden's disbarment. Yeah, he's going for blood. He's going for the fucking throat. He's like, strip this guy's license.
Heller, yeah.
What a bulldog. What a bulldog defense attorney.
So good. Okay, so Karsick and Sam, they hatch a plan. They have an idea to make it appear that Sam is leaving town for a couple of days. Basically, use his family as bait. So Katie follows the family as they go to the airport.
He's watching them from the bar above. He's watching every little move they make.
Yeah.
Like Sting.
And then after it appears that Nick Nolte's gone onto the plane, he checks in with the airline lady, and he's still got all of his, like, bruises and stuff, and he checks in with the airline lady, and he gives her this bullshit sob story, and he finds out when Sam's coming back, and she's like, well, he should be back in 2 days.
He's my lawyer. My wife and I were in an accident. I need to get some papers to him. I need to know how to get these papers to him.
And Red Dragon, Hannibal Lecter, fools.
Brett Ratner's.
Yeah, you guys know Brett.
Oh, the director of Melania?
Hollywood icon Brett Ratner. directed Red Dragon, and Hannibal Lecter does a clever scheme to get like a Will Graham's phone number in that, where he
does the thing with the phone.
Yeah, he hangs it up and then he calls the operator and he's like, I seem to have lost the use of my arms. Can you dial a number for me, madam? A very sinister.
The early 90s were just rife with great villains.
Yeah.
Sam didn't board that plane. He sneaks back home. He's like ducked down in the back seat of the car with the family. And Kursick, he sets up this monofilament line. An old trick my daddy taught me. And it's all
teddy bear.
Yeah, it's tied around this teddy bear, and it goes around all the doors and windows of the home.
My daddy would set this up for me so he knew if I was playing with my teddy bear when I wasn't supposed to.
He didn't want to raise no teddy bear playing boy.
No teddy bears on parade here.
Today the day the teddy bears won't have their picnic. So if the bear moves a quarter inch, I'll know if the Holy Ghost is sneaking in.
Jessica Lange gives him like a weird nod.
It's just like a needlessly elaborate setup. And I
I
forgot.
love all the zoom ins on the teddy bear.
Yeah, and they did do this bit in the Simpsons episode.
Yeah,
they
with
did
like
it
the Krusty doll.
Yeah.
Anything you do in your own home is nice and legal.
I
Hey,
forgot.
Flanders, come over. Doesn't work if you invite him. Sam's up in bed late at night, and he's reading the Bible, and he's like, the book between Esther and Psalms. I'm finally figuring it out. It's Job. God took his wife and children, and it was like, well, now you're paying penance for all your sins there, Job. And I guess is basically the thrust of the book of Job for
Job is
pastors'
probably
sons like I am.
it's probably the most referenced Bible book for movies, right? People love the book of Job.
It's no Ezekiel 25:17.
And you will know my name is the Job.
Nothing happens. They open up the next day. Danielle goes outside. She looks under the flower pot for some reason, and she finds Sexus. This is a book that they discussed.
Yeah.
She discussed with Max during
Sounds
their little
racy. I don't
drama.
know anything about Henry Miller's Sexist.
No, but they talked about the Tropic of Cancer, and
That's
I
another
can't
one.
think
Is
of that without.
Henry Miller?
It's the same guy. Where they talked. Yeah, they referenced it. It's a super sexy book, and that was the thrust of that Seinfeld librarian episode. And I can't hear that without thinking.
That's right. I guess
Who would you rather have, the library detective from Seinfeld or Kursick?
Oh, fucking the library detective, man.
Oh, I know he's way better.
He's a stone cold pro.
Yeah, he did some Law and Orders. He's pretty solid.
Oh,
I love this monologue.
Philip Baker
Kursick-
Hall, man.
Yeah, Philip Baker Hall.
Who did Joe Don Baker or Philip Baker Hall? Oh
We
shit!
got a
It's
couple
a bake
of
off.
good bakers.
Too many bakers. Too many bakers in the kitchen.
It's the Great American Bake Off. So he has this monologue. He's like, "Are you scared? I want you to savor that fear. The South has a fine tradition of savoring fear. Fear of the slave, fear of the Indian, fear of the damn Union." I love what a big game Kursick talks about being a badass while he's just like coming apart at the seams.
He's chugging bourbon and Pepto Bismol.
Yeah.
Twice in this movie.
So Sam, he wakes up and he like has a vision of Katie standing over by the French doors to his bedroom. He's like, I've got a feeling he's already in the house. He was always in the house.
Yeah, that's how he got the dog.
Maybe he was the maid all along.
Kursick, he's sitting there with the gun, staring at that teddy bear, trying not to fall asleep. And he's like, He gets up for a Pepto and JD. He chats. He sees Graciela, the housekeeper, in the kitchen. He's kind of chatting to her, and he's like, hey, Pepto and JD, this is what my daddy used to make when he'd be on stakeouts. He taught me all about this.
I love that it comes from a long line of steak. We come from a long line of peeping toms.
Yeah. As long as there's been Pepto-Bismol, we've been peeping toms.
Yeah, and now there's been a few scenes in this movie where Nick Nolte's playing the piano, and we see the piano keys striking the piano wire.
There
Then there was another one where he's striking the key, but it was making no sound as we see the wire is gone.
Jesus Christ, what happened to my fucking piano wire? Did you cut my wire? Gabriella.
Excellent foreshadowing.
Yeah.
It's Chekhov's piano wire. You
Yeah.
know someone's getting garroted with it.
He's had access to the house for a while now, Max Cady. He's been doing weird things in there, but they don't know exactly how or why. Like, he let the dog out somehow, stuff like that, and the piano wire.
Let the dogs out!
How about we hire 3 Baja men to come in and go to work on this guy?
Time to a teddy bear.
We mostly have Baja men, bicycle chains, letting dogs out.
It's kind of exotic.
They'll take him down to the beach, feed him pina coladas and other blended cocktails.
This guy, when I saw him,
You'll be having a hamburger in paradise with the Baja men at Margaritaville before long.
I'm totally confident he knows what he's saying. He's a pro. He's the best.
I'm talking about 2 Baja men and Jimmy Buffett. He'll be out of town before you can say cheeseburger.
Going to Margaritaville, baby.
I know they say there's someone to blame, but I know it's a woman's fault. God damn it.
As he's talking to Graciela, she turns around, and it's not Graciela. It's Max Cady, and he's wearing a Graciela wig and all of her housekeeper clothes. He fucking gets that piano wire around Kursik's neck and
Gets him good.
And Kursik grabs his
Luca
gun and he tries to
Brasi's
shoot him, and Max Cady like grabs his hand and like makes him shoot himself in the head.
It's brutal.
This is a little extra element of strange and weird in this. Oh, Max Cady, he's quite the dangerous psycho dressing as a woman.
And he just killed the housekeeper.
Yeah.
Because the family goes downstairs and they find both their bodies laying there on the kitchen floor. There's the housekeeper. Danielle's like, ah! She sees Graciela. She's like
God.
crying, Graciela. And also that fucking loser
Whoever that guy is.
with his brains blown out on the kitchen floor.
It's the most ridiculous scene where they're almost like a couple of Jerry Lewises here, where they're just like falling in the blood. The blood's getting all over them.
It's
They're
all
like,
Nick
"Oh,
Nolte. Everybody else,
Sam, I got blood. Oh!
everybody else is acting like they've been there before. Nick Nolte, the fucking professional.
It's like, oh, there's blood all over my crotch and shirt and chest now. I can't believe it. I fell right.
Look at this fucking gun. I'm holding a gun now.
Is there blood on my hands? I don't know. Could there be?
I'm just gonna shoot a couple of times. I'm gonna shoot him a couple times to make sure he's dead. Like,
I can understand losing your cool in this situation, but man, is Sam ever incompetent.
he loses his cool in the most damaging way possible.
For a lawyer who should.
Okay, let's flee the murder scene.
Yeah, like I got blood on. I should burn this shirt before it gets into evidence.
No time to have a shower. We gotta go, but the car needs gas. I'm gonna go pump gas covered in blood.
We're going to Cape Placid,
Cape Fear.
our favorite Cape.
That's it. Like the family flees town straight away.
They're going to their houseboat. They mentioned it earlier. We didn't, but they have a houseboat.
So Cape Fear is sort of a river inlet or some tributaries maybe of the Mississippi. I don't know. It flows out to the...
You know, there.
I don't think it's connected to the
the
Mississippi. I think it just flows out to the ocean all on its own.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, it's a big river in North Carolina.
Swampy. It's surrounded by sunken trees. It's
got all
a
sorts of like
striking place.
wrath of God and biblical flood things going on there. And that happens all the time. It's a real...
Yeah.
Oh, this is Max Cady's like a home arena. Like if you're playing Street Fighter and you select Max Cady, this is where he lives, in the swamp in Cape Fear.
I love the stylistic flourish of the Cape Fear sign materializing in the shimmering reflection of the water. That one's
Just
really
like the
cool.
opening credits.
Yeah.
They're out at some place grabbing some fruit at a fruit stand or some shit, and Sam talks on the phone to
Ain't this
Lieutenant
good?
Elgart. We hear him on the phone. He's like, you're not supposed to flee a murder scene.
Yeah. It's a little unethical.
I know how it looks.
I know, it's bad.
He's like, you are fugitives, right?
Fuck. Yeah.
You know, there was a man murdered in my home. There's multiple murders, and their blood is all over me. Actually, Ricochet is more accurate than this movie in terms of what would happen if you.
Well, if you're a good old boy attorney, and Elgart seems to be in Sam's corner as much as he can.
He's chuckling at, oh, you violated ethics?
Oh, you
like that.
got blood on your hands again, huh?
I think that's pretty good.
As they pull up to the marina and get out, Katie comes from underneath her car. He's got his belt tied to, like, I don't know, the bottom of the car.
Something. He's been holding on, tied up the whole way.
Yeah.
He's more
They
than
drove through
human.
all the cactus patches and shit.
Surely there's no harm in lying in the middle of a public street. I love this old
the hand-run
lady
days.
who's just staring at Max as he comes out from under the car, and she's just like giving him a look, and he just acts like nothing's happened, like there's nothing wrong there.
It's no different than hunting bear or hunting catfish in the bayou. You're going to get muddy. You're going to have your weird camo outfit on. This is his element.
Yeah, he's in full-on battle fatigues at this point. This is like him where he's like, he's getting ready for the kill. So
I'm going in the swamp, baby.
he goes, it looks like he kind of like dyes his eyebrows a little bit, or I don't know, he like kind of preens his eyebrows, slicks his hair back.
He gets cleaned up.
He's fancy.
He sees the boat and setting sail down the river in the Moana.
In a riverboat.
Moana is Hawaiian for, I don't know, boat.
Yeah.
It's a Hawaiian word.
Did they ever make that live-action Moana, or are they still doing that?
They did.
Yeah,
Yes, I think
I saw
they
the
did.
trailers for it.
I think they've made all the live
Who
action
wants that?
Nobody.
at this point.
But they
That
did
annoys
it.
me.
They do business.
I really like Moana. That is probably my favorite of the modern Disney animated movies, and that sequel stinks. Even my kid thought it stinks.
You guys
Like,
might
I took him to Zootopia. Like, he loves Zootopia. Took him to Zootopia 2. He's like, what a great movie. I'm like, I agree.
Oh.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Moana, I was so excited for Moana 2. We finally watched that. We were both like, never interested. Let's never speak of it again.
Yeah. Ignore the studio.
So the family's on the boat. Sam's trying his best to be like, it's a fun camping vacation. We'll have flapjacks and waffles and everything.
We love to camp. Fun. Like the
Anchor.
Lee puts a pot of water on to boil.
There's a moment of like, oh, we're a happy family again. You know, we're away from Max, Katie. Let's smile and nod at each other again, and then
Smile and nod.
and it kind of rapidly
As a
goes
husband
down.
and wife, too.
Yeah, we'll smile and nod, and our daughter will be she'll read Sexist, and it'll be all great.
So as Sam's outside fucking around on deck as this storm's blowing in,
He's trying to drop the anchor and whatnot. And
Katie comes out of nowhere on top of the boat. He puts him in a sleeper hold, takes his handgun.
it's a good-looking sleeper hold.
Nice
He's
arm.
got control of this situation.
He cuts the anchor. He goes inside to the women.
Lee throws the pot of water that she put on to boil in Katie's face, and he's totally unfazed.
Are you trying to make me hot? Yeah.
Are you offering me something hot?
Yeah. And they're both doing the strategy that, like, people have done in real life where you try to appeal to this, like, sexual predator where you're like, oh, actually, I didn't bring my sexist book, but I did learn a couple passages
I read a
from
little
you."
bit of it, Mr.
Yeah,
Katie.
like,
So the boiling water doesn't hurt him, as he explains.
yeah.
He lights this flare, and it's like sending burning hot chemicals
Yeah.
all over his hands. And
This
he's
is
like,
where he's like, I became more than human.
my daddy used to handle snakes. Granddaddy drank strychnine.
Just great
Yeah.
fucking details to add into this guy's backstory.
When I was in jail, I became more than human.
I was surrounded by people who were less than human, so I had to become more than human.
I love Max. Go, Max Katie,
Max
go.
Katie. I'm not sure who's the good guy or the bad guy yet, but I really like this Max Katie.
Teach those Bowdens.
So he throws Danielle into the cargo hold, and he's like, ready to be born again, Miss Bowden?
His plan is very nefarious, where he's like, I want you to undress in front of your family, and I'm going to sexually assault you. And his whole...
Has he dragged Sam in yet? Because he like kind of
Not
just like
yet.
lifts him up like a rag doll. And
He reaches for his gun, and that's when Katie cuffs her to a handrail. He's like, not so fast. We got to bring your husband in to see all this.
I mean, your mind can fill in the blanks. What his plan is, it's not to kill these people. It's
Oh, it is to rape and kill his wife and daughter while he watches.
Yeah, it's the most heinous thing you can possibly imagine. Yeah. And, yeah, exactly. He wants to do it in front of Sam Bowden. But he says, like, tonight you're going to learn to be an animal. You're going to learn to live like an animal. You're going to learn to die like an animal. His whole goal this entire time has not been to kill him. It's been to, you know, make Sam get away from all this suburban civility and become an animal like he is.
exactly,
You know?
he wants to bring him, do to him what happened to him.
Bring him down to his
And
level.
He puts him on trial.
After Danielle's been thrown in under the cargo hold, she fishes out some lighter fluid. She's just trying to find anything that can help her.
He
And
lights a cigar. His greatest weakness is
okay,
his cigar.
so we can't just gloss over Jessica Lange.
That is
just
his vice.
Yeah. His one vice, counselor.
He's about to assault Danielle, and Jessica Lange fucking lays down maybe the best performance in the entire movie, where she's just like kind of like begging him to put her and take her in her place and all that. And
she's like, "We've got a connection. Just leave my daughter alone."
Yeah, and it kind of works. Like Max is like, "Yeah, all right." And you see that, and he like tells Sam's like, "That's how you can change my mind. She's good."
Yeah, it seems to be working on him. He seems to be getting like a little bit confused, and
he's a little bit softened a bit, so he lets his guard down and has a cigar. And then Danielle pulls out the lighter fluid and throws it on his face. And here we get a man on fire. His face gets lit on fire, and it's just great.
Good man on fire, good burn man makeup after once it gets out of the water. Like his face, he's like a little bubbly and looking from then on out.
Yeah, he jumps right into the river.
Yeah.
Sure enough, he does crawl right back out like the swamp monster he is.
Yeah, and by this point, he has cut the anchor. And this boat is adrift.
It's gonna crash.
That's when Katie reemerges with a gun.
Yeah.
And he puts Sam on trial. And, did you bury the report that the victim was promiscuous? Would you care to tell the court why? And he's got a gun on, Sam and whatever. And he's like,
Just because she was promiscuous didn't give you the right to rape her.
Can you recite Section 3 of this penal code? You shall zealously defend your client no matter what, and whatever.
Yeah. I'm Virgil, counselor, and I'm guiding you to the gates of hell.
Yeah, and he's right. Not morally, but legally, he is right. Everything he says is correct in the eyes of the law.
What will the eyes of God say? Because by now, all the forces of nature are unleashed. There's a storm. The boat's being buffeted around. They're amidst a biblical flood, and the boat hits a rock and goes topsy-turvy a little bit, and that gives Sam the upper hand, just enough of an edge.
You can't understate the chaos of these scenes. Like, the camera's flipping around, people are flipping over railings.
It's more budget than Scorsese's ever had.
It's
up to this point, at least. Until maybe, I don't know, Wolf of Wall Street.
It borders a bit much.
It's extreme. It's thriller. It's like a roller coaster they're on. You're like, you don't even know what's going on. Is the boat upside down? People are flipping upside down in the boat. You're like, oh, did it capsize?
That could happen. Boats fucking turn right over. I've been on a canoe that turned right around.
Me too.
Yeah.
Chaos.
I've been on a canoe that tipped.
Deliberately so. A man tipped my canoe, and his name was Sam Bowden.
During this big scuffle, Sam grabs the handcuffs, and he handcuffs Max's foot to some of the railing, some guard railing or whatever on the boat. He's stuck there.
Oh, he does this like weird animal grunt when he does it, where it's like, and it's like, oh my god, it just so perfectly fits with like Max Cady saying like, I'm gonna make you an animal. And then when he like gets him with the handcuffs, he's like, it's like, what? That's not a human noise.
Nick
what are you doing?
Nolte's good casting for this because he can be both a sympathetic father and he can be an attorney, but also he has an animalistic side.
This is him in his element. Yeah, this is him not acting.
Yeah.
He's going for it. He's not acting anymore. I'm gonna
Fucking kill him.
So the boat, it careens backward into a giant rock and just comes apart like cheap drywall. Like
Smash.
everyone's tossed ashore. The girls are further upriver, I think. They jumped off.
Yeah, they got out just before, they're
before
somewhere else
everything was
anyways.
coming apart.
Yeah.
And
They're off in the turbulent water, but they're not in the final
They're
confrontation.
fine.
They're fine.
they're fine.
They're just in some class 5 rapids. They're going to be okay.
They went in a whirlpool over there. They're okay.
They're tossed ashore. He's beating the shit out of Katie. Just two lawyers working it out.
Yeah.
You're well within 500 yards, counselor. He just can't stop with this cute shit.
Finding his match. Contrasting with the first scene where he just tapped Max Cady on the shoulder and then left the theater without a confrontation. Now it's the, I'm going to bash you in the head with a rock.
Nick Nolte transformed. Do you see?
Do you see? It's lectorish.
Yeah, so he's about to kill him, but God has other plans. They suck Max Cady away in the river. just right before his head is bashed in with a rock.
He's laughing the entire time that Sam Bowden is bashing him in the head with a rock, because I feel like he's won either way, because his goal was to make Sam Bowden an animal, and so Sam Bowden slamming him in the head with a rock and screaming, "I'm gonna kill ya!" is basically Max Cady won, you know? It doesn't matter. His goal was never to kill this guy. His goal was to make him an animal.
And to ruin his life.
Yeah, so like there's that like little bittersweet twist at the end here where
Break
Max
his family apart.
they live, but like he got his goal. Like he kind of had his little seduction with his daughter. He kind of shattered the family dynamic, the little veneer.
Max Cady lived more in those 10 days he was out of jail.
I accomplished all my goals. God damn it.
So as he's dragged underwater, he's speaking in tongues.
Sold.
I'm bound for the promised land.
It's their culture.
It's so haunting.
You see him like as his eyes go underwater, and he's speaking in tongues and singing to God all the way down.
He's unblinking, just staring into Sam Bowden's soul.
And there is another key moment here where, because Sam looks down at his hands after Katie's gone, and they're covered in blood.
Yeah.
And this is such a Scorsese touch. He has to take a moment to wash the blood off of his hands in the river. And he's cleansed from Cape Fear.
Which I think ties into that earlier Joe Don Baker murder scene where they just like slip it around in his blood, and they've got his blood all over them in their hands, and they're like, oh my God, we are 100% fully responsible for this death.
Yeah, I have no idea how he's going to get out of those murder charges.
It's going to be a tough road to hoe, but he's a lawyer.
Yeah.
How do lawyers do in jail?
Oh, you don't hear about
prosecutors, probably not so well, I would imagine.
that. I go in there, I'm like, give me solitary confinement.
I don't think he's a prosecutor, though. He's a defense lawyer.
Oh, okay, but he's a
So
high
he might
paying.
do okay. People might want to gain his favor in jail, I would imagine.
That's right. I can show you the law books. I can show. Oh, your lawyer also didn't. Oh, she's promiscuous? Your lawyer didn't put that out? Okay, well.
Plus, he's a big guy.
I'm gonna be king of the clink. You're gonna need at least 4 black guys if you want to rate me.
I'm going to be John Lithgow and Ricochet.
Plus Jesse Ventura. I've got body armor.
Danielle closes the movie out just as she opened it with voiceover. As the camera is slowly zooming into her eyes, the family kind of gathers on the shores of the river. And she's like, we never spoke about what happened. At least not to each other. And me, I hardly dream about him anymore. Still, things won't ever be the way they were before he came.
And you know?
But that's all right, because if you hang on to the past, you die a little more every day.
And
But for myself, I know I'd rather live.
she remembers that soft kiss. No. But not exactly a reassuring, we all moved on at the end here. Like, Max Cady, he's dead, but he's going to permanently, for the rest of his family's...
I hardly
her
dream
homework.
about him anymore. Like,
yeah, exactly. That's the happy ending, is like, oh, he only slightly fucked us all up. Yeah.
She said they don't speak of him anymore, but he still haunts their dreams. All 3 of them, we can assume.
Oh, for sure. How do you come back from something like this?
Max Cady won.
Yeah.
He's the Joker. He's the civilized people.
Well,
that'll eat
I think
each
there's
other.
some.
Did he win, though?
Sure, I think he did.
I feel like Sam and his wife, they kind of work stuff out through him. Sam was able to wash his hands and cleanse himself for his sins and pay the price.
Yeah, he was able to finally come back to his duties that he'd been
That's a good
neglecting
point.
and water his garden.
Maybe this whole thing has been his penance for his original sin of betraying Max Cady and not giving him the good defense that he deserved, and now he's gotten his just desserts where he's gone through this trial with this psychopath.
Well, like Job, right? Like, it's supposed to be like Job. This is his trial where God puts his faith to the test, where it takes everything away from him, or even threatens to in this case. And he just kind of has to prove his faith and prove his self-worth.
He has to suffer greatly.
He did betray everything he believed in. He set a man up for murder coming into his house. He betrayed every ethical code of his profession. He had to,
We don't know that there's any of those codes that he had any particular problem
Adherence
breaking.
to.
The biggest code for him was taking care of his family and preserving his career, I guess, in some way. It doesn't matter about the ethics of that. What he cares about is himself and his family.
And it is the whole thing of he did the moral thing at the very start by hiding that evidence and Max Cady going to jail. He probably prevented a lot of people from being brutally raped and murdered. you know, Max Cady wasn't out in the wild. But he did violate his professional ethics.
And that's what the movie begs the question: is like, who does a person owe their allegiance to? Like the law that they're sworn to uphold, or some other higher power or sense of morality or something like that? And
like personally, as a human being, I've never paid that much attention to the law. I've always paid more attention to my morality and my personal ethics. And I've done things that have been outside the law.
In the hands of a lesser
Through my
director,
days.
this would be just like a hacky...
Pouring oil down the drain all the time.
Yeah.
This is my ethics.
I don't store it.
I've sold ketamine to school children. I don't care who knows it.
But
I don't need a Bible dictating my ethics.
I know what the Lord wants.
in the hands of any other director,
Please.
this would just be a fucking write-off, like... No problem revenge thriller or something like that, but because it's in the hands of a master, it is just baked in with all of these interesting threads that you can pull apart and tease and just have a great time discussing.
Rich. It's so shades of gray.
Yeah, totally, Vonn. Yeah, exactly. Like, this should just be a simple thriller. And you're right. Like, we're sitting here pondering all the different...
That's why it's one of the
It's fucking Scorsese.
great
Yeah.
movies.
All right, so that's 1991's Cape Fear. Yowza, that was a convict revenge thriller. Tune in next week where we're going to visit this theme again with Ricochet, also 1991, starring
Johnny Lithgow.
Jonathan Lithgow and
Denny
Denzel Washington.
Denny Washington, I call him. That's what I call him.
So until next time, thank you for listening to the High and Low Movie Show. If this has been something you enjoy, why don't you please rate, review, subscribe us, send us a message. But most importantly, why don't you tell a friend? You surely have a friend out there, don't you?
Are you a substitute drama teacher? Maybe call up your young students and tell them about our podcast.
Perfectly
at
normal.
night.
Yeah, if you
Ask them about their time of the month.
If you're in the arts programs, that's good to smoke marijuana with your students.
Privileges of the profession.
they'll make you think like you're super cool.
Yeah.
If you have any teacher friends who do phone all of their students every night, you should give them this podcast to listen to because they need something else to occupy their mind. That ain't right.
I need a teacher to teach me, so give us a ring.
Do you know somebody who you think might enjoy our podcast, but they haven't listened to it yet, even though you've recommended it to them multiple times?
Don't.
No, maybe you should do a little hospital job on them. Send some guys with 2 pieces of pipe and a bicycle chain.
Yeah.
Anything it takes to make them get the message.
That's
You'll
some
have plenty
old-
of time to listen in the hospital.
Do you know anybody who needs to be made into an animal?
Yeah.
Why don't you recommend this podcast?
If you know someone who has become more than human, who has elevated themselves beyond the concerns of the average criminal, please send them towards our podcast.
Are any of your buddies just down in the dumps because some rude guy ruined Problem Child when you went to go see it in the theater for its 35th anniversary? Well, why don't you recommend this
Get a
podcast?
Blu-ray Ultra HD re-release.
That's right.
You know, one thing that pissed me off about this movie is they showed the been caught stealing video with the drag performance, but it was a different song playing. And
Yeah, it was that Guns N' Roses song.
it ruined my immersion.
For a Scorsese picture, the soundtrack is lacking, but it doesn't detract from the movie at all.
No.
Are you hot as a firecracker on the 4th of July? Maybe cool off and listen to our show.
Well, until next time, when we are coming back for part 2 of our Convict Vengeance pairing with Ricochet. Thank you for listening to the High and Low Movie Show. I'm Vaughn.
Mitchell?
I'm Luke.
Smell you later.